Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We are live. We have 11 in server, and this is the lower bracket final, if I'm not mistaken. This is the people who will be moving on to the grand finals. It's between Froyo Black after their crushing loss versus Froyo Tech early last week versus Mentality Esports, a dark horse in the invite division. Morris is here with me casting. My name is Ro. We're
Hi,
here
I'm
with
Morris.
Looster, the camera guy, and we're on Granary for this best of two. Sorry, best of three.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I want to be hyped for this match. I really do. But it's it's Froyo Black, man. They've beaten Froyo this season, which is it's a big deal.
It's kind of a defining characteristic in your invite, wiki page, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, first team to beat Froyo in what 2 years, something like that. So I mean,
in the regular season.
Yeah.
Clarify. Regular.
Oh
season.
yeah. So I guess 7 beat Froyo in the I series, but yeah,
There's
in ESEA
plenty of
at
different
least.
ways that Froyo Tech has lost a map and a match, but never in the regular season.
There's 2 ways, but yeah. Have they lost anything else besides like they lost one game at I-63 and they lost one game this season. Other than that, yeah, they're Froyo. We know so anyway, Blowu's beating them. Mentality was losing to King's Crew earlier this season and they got crushed by Froyo earlier. So we'll see. Maybe Mentality's going to pull out some sick nasty tricks. Some skateboard tricks and and make this a good match. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and on that roster is Patty and Remu, the scouts. We also have Max. Is Max playing scout? Or is Remu playing soldier? I'm lost. Bear on medic, Kryptonite on soldier, and May on demo. Max is probably a soldier, but I don't know.
I think he's actually on scout. I'm pretty sure Max is a scout.
Yeah, no. When I hear the name Max, I'm like, oh yeah, the scout guy. So I'm pretty sure Remu's playing soldier, or maybe Patty's playing soldier, and I'm an idiot.
Yeah, it's got. I think that sounds right to me.
Soldier makes sense. Either way,
Patty the main color main
roster, and then going on to Froyo Black, we've got Shade leading the charge on medic with Badonsky on demo, Laz and what's his face Marmalou on soldier, with Slemnish and I believe High Five is playing scout.
Yeah, oh yeah, High Five definitely on scout. I think he's been doing really well this season too.
But just confirming that High Five is still like leading.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, gotcha. I know that he's on the team. I just didn't know if he was playing.
I believe so. Hold on, High Five. Let me look at this roster page real quick.
My roster page says High Five.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean it's a strong roster. These are also really solid players. Yeah, I don't know. I really am, despite how poorly Froyo Black lost to Froyo earlier. Was it this week or last week? I'm still pretty optimistic that that they're gonna come back and beat Froyo in this last little match. I mean, as long as they can roll Mentality here today, I'm pretty confident in their ability.
Yeah, that's kind of like the gate theory behind beating Froyo Tech. Is if you can roll Mentality, then you have what it takes. But if you have struggles here, if Mentality brings any obstacles to the table, then Froyo Black is going to be scratching their heads, wondering how they're going to keep it up when it comes to Froyo Tech's time.
For sure. Well, and you got to keep in mind, even when Froyo Black did beat Froyo this season, I mean, 7 beat Froyo in like just kind of a head-on-head fight at I-63. When Froyo Black won, I mean, Nursey dropped like, I think it was like 6 times during that map. And there was a bunch, like, I remember Froyo Black failing like a whole bunch of pushes into the Froyo last. There's some really questionable things happening with Froyo just like kind of nudging out a win instead of totally owning it. I don't know.
They were still owning it. It was incredible that all those failed pushes, and there was still such a huge disconnect in the rounds. It was still 5-2 by the end of it all, and Froyo Tech could not secure themselves victories at the mid fights, and so Froyo Black just had the luxury to throw their bodies into last and make something happen. So they were playing kind of recklessly, but they were still winning the important fights.
Definitely. I
and
mean,
Leanne
obviously,
won it
like
out.
you'd manage to hit the big five. Like if you're ending the match before all the time is gone, there's definitely some level of like, you know,
Ownership.
exactly. But I don't think it's that. I don't think that was as convincing as it should. I think it was still like a 50-minute match. Like it was decently long. And if you're losing that many like full Uber ad pushes in the last, there's definitely something janky going on there. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of ways to speculate. It's been so long since that match happened, and I can barely recall.
Well, and that was that a different team? Was that before or after Froyo Black like collapsed and then merged with was it Swift? So much happened at the start of the season. I don't even know anymore.
Dude, I can't even remember this morning. All right, I'm like zonked out of my mind trying to get through this match. And High Five has joined the server, so we shouldn't be too long from starting this match.
I think we're still 11 though, aren't we? Someone else
No,
left.
High Five is in the spectator.
Ooh.
Read your scoreboard.
I
Morris.
actually don't have a spec thing. I use the TFTV HUD, so I can't see that at all.
Gotta get with the times, man.
Well, it saves me because I otherwise I lose track of crits and Uber and stuff. Miss
You know,
spy
the default
plays.
HUD does the same thing.
Yeah, but the default my eyes don't work. So the default HUD actually the main thing with the main thing is just the Uber gun because you can see the percentage, but you can't see like crits versus Uber on the default HUD. So I'd miss that shit or miss that stuff a lot. Which is not ideal. Wait, now I can't see specs. So we actually have 6 on each team now. So we're very
Yes, we
close.
do. Morris, I do want to clarify. There is this incredible particle effect for
Oh no.
mediguns. I'm not sure if you're privy.
I've never heard of
If
particles.
there's such a strain on your eyes to see Crits Creek versus Uber in the HUD, the least you can do is look for yellow particles.
I'm an elite gamer with an expert FPS config. I don't mess with particles here, man.
I
know
mean,
what you're talking about.
I just found out today Morris doesn't even see ropes in his game.
What can I say?
He's missing out on possibly the greatest map to have the greatest command active.
Yeah, which I hear you guys might find out today. We might have some Jiggle Bones live on stream for the ropes. So you get to look forward to that in this match. Even if Mentality get rolled, definitely stick around. Catch these ropes jiggling around on mid. It's going to be a great time.
Why are there 12 in server and we're not started, Morris? Tell me.
Let's see, who's AFK here? I'm looking at an AFK. There's Marmaloo taunting back here. I don't know. Everyone's moving.
Raymu.
Oh, we got Mew over here. Moo. Moo up. And he's moving. So we might be... Okay. The excitement builds. The tension's mounting. We got 12 players hitting buttons on their keyboard.
Shade's gonna be the last one to ready up because he does that for the psychology. I'm like really keen on Shade's psych outs. You know, he's always the last one to ready up. And there it is. So we're going live soon, Morris. This is no longer a bait. We are waiting to start this match.
So we've got Mentality, who just barely managed to drag their way into playoffs against Froyo Black, who they're pretty good. Both making their way to mid right now. I'm probably gonna keep my eye on Badonsky here, just because I mean he's the Blow-Yo demo. He's gonna be there first. I'm expecting some big brain traps and you know, territory control, middle point play from Badonsky here.
Yeah, Granary is one of those mids for Demo Man where it will make or break your entire fight, depending on what you can get to. And right away, we do see Badonsky and May both going lower. Badonsky getting an early shot onto the scouts who came through to the top and immediately took damage. Pistol shots are raining out now, and then a follow-up bomb from Kryptonite and Patty getting onto Shade, immediately taken out. But now we'll see how the rest of Mentality can follow up here as Laz is causing some havoc on the crates.
Really good aggression from Mentality. Patty taking advantage of the space the Kryptonite made, making a really low bomb right on the Shade, and gets that right away. It's High Five and Slimnish now trying to go for the pincer move and trying to find it, see if they can find Bear before they lose their lives. But they're not quite going to find it. Bear is safe, nestled in between those crates. No chance for either Slimnish or High Five to touch him. And they are going to come into the Blow-Yo last. this very first round already with a full Uber. They're still got to cap second off, but unless Badonsky manages to find them with this lunchbox trap, which actually he has two traps in lunchbox, so this could get messy. Looks like we've got Max who's going to lead his way through the door. He's not checking the trap. Bear goes through, but he doesn't get dropped. They're actually Ubering in through top before they even start the cap on 2. They find Shade, so it doesn't matter. Marmaloo's 2 health on the right side. He's going to get found by Mew. Badonsky now down as well. Slemnish is just barely going to survive Max, with high 5 Sentry actually taking him down. Rest of Mentality is in already, but they're waiting for this cap to finish off before they really commit. Patty now really low, gonna do some damage on a Slemnish, but isn't gonna really get followed up until Kryptonite bombs in. Now Laz in as well. Kryptonite making a ton of space. It's just high 5 defending the point along with his healer, Shade. But their efforts are gonna come to naught as Mentality taking the first round. That is not what I expected.
I mean, it was just the classic snowball action going on here. The avalanche could not be stopped. I would say velocity, but we don't talk about that here. They can't cut it at the lower bracket finals.
Rip in
They
peace.
took the mid win and they just steamrolled through. That's all
Dude.
it takes. And now Badonsky on top of the crate, taking some early damage. Has to back up here while the bombs are coming in from Patty, as well as Kryptonite right onto Shade. Immediately takes the damage, jukes away in time for high 5 to save his own life. Slemnish will get taken down by a nice pipe from May, and the rest of Mentality are backing up to this choke, while some of the soldier, Patty himself, on the crate here, can be working his way around. Finally gets taken down by Badonsky, and it's still nothing but carnage. It's
Man,
Mentality backing out.
Kryptonite just so close there. He just kind of whiffed a direct. Shade just with the his jukes are too good, and it kind of looked like Mentality had played. They placed all their bets in that soldier aggression. Mentality actually maybe trying to put some pressure on the 2. No, they're thinking about it. They're just going to take the trade and upper and back off. We're going to be back on last here. But that mid, I don't know. It just seemed like Mentality, they kind of put all their eggs in one basket. They expected Patty and Kryptonite to make the big plays. And Patty couldn't really follow up on what Kryptonite was doing. But here comes Marmaloo. Super weak. High 5 gotta go down. Oh my goodness. Okay, so a little funky there. I don't think high 5 really meant to die there, but he did while Marmaloo was sacking. But now the Mentality playing this slow. I think they're going to try to get in here. Here we go. Patty aggressive through the top. There's sticks on the right side, so let's see if they spot these out before Baradactyl drops down. They actually go straight into lunch and take the exchange. They're going to almost find Slemnish, but Shade's going to find this Uber in the nick of time, and he really only has to be on Slemnish. But Donsky as well, not really all that low, so they should be safe, but they are going to see the space in order to keep their players alive. We got Badonsky now trying to aim some spam onto the point, taking May really low. Wow, frags are getting traded out left and right here now. Cowmangler finding some frags. This is a bit crazy happening right now.
The biggest issue right there was Froyo Black were they did a 2-man stack into last, right? And that's why half was a little bit overextended, but they thought that they could just, cut it out just enough to survive, but then really good stuff from Mentality to force their way in through up top and then get into a good Uber exchange where Shade was constantly flashing between the demo and the scout, trying to keep them both alive. And then at the end of it all, Mentality just had players walking in, flooding in through the flank, and Lunchbox able to pick up the kills left and right. And Kryptonite especially put the pressure onto Badonsky as soon as they walked through Z.
For sure. And I think the plan whether it was to try to they wanted to take the exchange. Hold on, Mentality's in here with an Uber. It's May and Patty both leading it in, but they're not going to find anything. Bloyo is way too far back. So, actually Marmaloo may be getting caught in the flank here. Bringing Kryptonite down to about half HP, but not going to quite find the trade frag. It's mostly just Badonsky and high 5, maybe trying to put some spam in here. Actually, maybe distracting for Laz, who is coming in from behind on the Bear's face. Bear down. Laz actually almost going to find May as well. Not quite. And Mentality's really weak, but in the meantime, the entirety of Bloyo has died while trying to defend Laz. 2 rounds for Mentality? I don't know about this, man.
I'm at a loss for words. I don't think it's surreal to me to say that the map is the thing here, but honestly, it comes down to the mids, and I'm not seeing a lot of openings in Froyo Black's hands in all these mid fights,
Yeah, I mean, Mentality are definitely leading the charge with Patty and Kryptonite every single mid. Actually, this time it's Marmaloo and Laz straight onto Bear. Actually, they miss all the rockets. All 4 of those rockets missed. Now they're going to bring Bear low. Mentality's gone forward to clean up the Bloyo combo, which was just left completely abandoned. Now it's on Laz and Marmalou to win the 2v4. They find one with Kryptonite down, but Marmalou down as well. Dies down to 25 HP, trying to hide behind the crates, but Mew and Patty are here together to make sure Laz has nowhere to go. And that is another mid for Mentality. Looks like Patty's the Froyo Black Buster, not the Froyo Buster just yet, but this is kind of nuts.
Yeah, this is a two-part plan to becoming the Froyo Buster. Is you got to start with the black and get to the tech, and then you'll be the Buster. And now they're making their way in through this garage very quickly while Froyo Black's trying to get a leg in onto this yard. They're going to be able to pick up Mew here with some nice pistol spam and a follow-up onto Kryptonite, who was disconnected from the heals. And Mentality now are about to get pincered here by Laz, who's initiating from the other side. Slumness tries to initiate, but has to back off. High Five also, they're corralling them into the lunchbox, much to their advantage. And Badonsky now going to be meeting up with some max action here. 1 HP, waiting for that arrow. Going to grab it just in time, but with 85%, one saw was all he needed, and Slemnish not going to let it happen. They were pushed so far back, but they got all the kills they needed, so now they're going to have to watch out for any hiding players, namely Kryptonite, but he's playing back, so
yeah,
shouldn't happen. No place should arise.
I just looked at chat. I'm pretty sure I never said that, Ro. I don't think you're misconstruing my words here, Ro. Yeah, I mean, this is more what I expect. Although we do have Mew in the forward spawn with the sniper. So we'll see if Froyo Black, hopefully they'll choose to go left side. There's not a whole lot going on there. But no, they're in right. They actually use. They're not going to really find anything here, but they're going to take the space. Patty trying to make some plays in the flank, but he's got to deal with 3 players in garage. And that's a little too much for a soldier with less than 100 HP. So we'll see if Mentality can try to make anything happen off that pick. Actually, High Five going down, trying to get in there.
Yeah, Kryptonite was hiding in the drop-down area, not really committing to a drop-down play, but just waiting for players to overextend in lunchbox, and that's exactly what happened with High Five. One little meat shot was enough to give the call out, and Kryptonite just walked forward, cleaned it up. But still no opportunity for a push. They've managed to meet up into this right yard and started working their way out. They do have the Uber, and Shade is not quite there. Losing Laz here in the garage is big, but they did have to pop early. If Shade can make it to the other side of the garage before this bomb comes in from Patty, there is potential here for a repush. But a follow-up bomb from Make is going to put out a lot of damage. Not at all, though, because he dies immediately. And Mew, aka Raymu,
That's Shade
do
down.
some extra damage before Patty jumps in and picks up Shade.
Ow. Okay, I'm not. I don't know what the plan was there. For Bloyo, they had a really great opportunity to regress, but they just kind of stood in garage. I mean, Shade was just like in the perfect spot to get bombed. Juggled like directly into the door frame, and now he's dead. Well, it looks like Bloyo, they're gonna try to play the cap a little bit, but man, that was really disappointing to see. Yeah, they're not gonna get this either.
You hate to see it. Meanwhile, Badonsky a little overextended here. I see this a lot with Froyo Black. He'll just be not with the rest of his team sometimes. Laz barely survives. Gets arrowed up by Shade, but will get caught out on his escape. Mentality are now finishing up this mid cap with an Uber in hand. And Froyo Black are only just now gaining their 3 main classes in. Scout sold the demo. One more scout to the crew, but with Laz still on that respawn, it's going to be tough for them to hold this out.
Yeah, Mentality now looking to stack up. The Bloyo is not quite on their Uber, and they're a little bit too scared to play forward. Mentality are in this garage now. They literally have nobody watching Shutter. So Marmalou has tried to get in on the flank. He's not going to take a 2v1 with Patty, who him and Mew have both found him. Ooh, Patty hitting a really nice rocket to clean up Marmalou and get him out of the flank. Now it's Slemnish taking the 2v1 with Max and Bear. Max has that well into hand, and now with 2 players down, actually with a player disadvantage, Froyo Black is going to go for the exchange. Now leaving High Five to take 2v1. Badonsky trying to play a little bit of support from the elbow, but there's not going to be enough to save High Five, and might actually get Shade caught. As Shade tries to support, but goes forward in Z and gets eaten alive by Moo. Oh, it's another really solid collapse for Mentality, but bit of a choke from Froyo Black. I don't know what they think they're doing. Although they're not going to be able to get this cap on 2. They might actually not get this round. It looks like Froyo Black is going to get these spawns. They're going to have to deal with a big disadvantage. But thank you to big plays from Marmalou, he's going to delay the second cap for a long, long time. Mentality now getting it. Oh, and actually, but they're going to find High Five, and there's still 3 players down. Slimner shot up for another 5 seconds. Mentality should be trying to make their way in here, but I guess they're waiting on their own spawns as well. So they're gonna wait for Uber for sure.
May did a huge thing there by getting that kill onto Slemnish, or excuse me, onto High Five, because if High Five had the opportunity, he could have cleaned up Bear, who was down to double digits in the teens on health, and the soldier that had the escape plan out. 2 shots was all it would take, but now Bear, being able to survive that encounter thanks to May, has the Uber coming in. The rest of the team is kind of in this head-on action here. I'm not really seeing any openings. It's just raw DM face-to-face. Laz here trying to make a jump. Not enough health to work with. So many low players. Badonski hits a nice little strike onto the medic with 1 sticky. And the pistol will be able to take down May with a little bit of help from Marmalou, but not before Max picks up the kill onto Shade.
I think he was like 1 HP when he killed Shade. I think he hid in that little corner with 1 HP, walked into the entire Froyo Black team and got the kill. I'm pretty sure that's what I just witnessed. I'm in awe right now. Wow, so Froyo Black gonna get trapped back on their own last. Thank you to some enormous plays from Mentality. That was ludicrous. Laz now gonna actually win a fight on the flank. Killing Kryptonite's gonna make Mentality think twice about coming in. They're trying to get back on Laz, but Marmalou is already in top, trying to make some space. Actually gonna find Patty as well. Slemnish and Marmalou are both doing some good stuff to make some room on 2, but there's stickies everywhere, so Froyo Black is gonna have to take their time getting in onto the point here. Slemnish now clearing, trying to, just trying to edge the cap out, but here we go. Finally, May's run out of ammo, and Slemnish and High Five are going to coordinate to finish that cap off. Mentality now stuck in the right yard. They're actually going to try to get in through Lunchbox. Already in, Patty leading it in. No traps this time, though, as Bear comes in through lower. It's just all over. It's just not really in the way of the combo. So if they go fast, they still have a 15% add. It's really hard to convert, but I'd love to see them go for it.
They're slowing things down, though. May's putting up the traps. The Uber's already earned by Shade. Froyo Black are in very high positions. Almost everyone is on top of the pipeline. Badonski, the only low player. Everyone else high as fuck.
Kryptonite here. Oh. You say you're high as fuck?
No, what?
Mew, I think that was supposed to be a double sack play. I don't think there were any mistakes made there. Just trying to make some space in, but they both go through that little doorway and get eaten. Max has actually managed to find his way into the flank, taking one of them with Marmalou, but Marmalou's rockets are too good. But now there's been some space made for Laz to maybe try to come in and make something happen. Really low, he managed to clear out Lunch, but without losing his life. So now Froyo are going to get this cap again, and maybe make some peeks in the yard. Still got Max down. Yeah, here we come. Slemnish and Laz both making some noise in Lunchbox.
Making their way through. Marmalou, very low on health, going to get quickly arrowed up and back to full. May almost getting caught out here. It does actually get picked off here. Badonski winning the demo fight there. The 1v1 essentially. Tries to throw in some support to hit some of those pipes. The force comes out, trying to save Patty here. Shade is a little bit disconnected here. He does have the Uber. He's juking for his life. AD for the win. And Max, who's rushing forward, going to hit a lot of meat shots. Going to force out the Uber from Shade, who is probably not going to be able to get a player in to stop Bear from getting out. And Patty here trying to reconvene onto the point here. Kryptonite as well from behind, coming in with some good damage. Going to pick up 2 of his own with Patty falling up onto the 3rd. And that's going to be really hard for Froyo Black to recover from.
None of Froyo Black's plans are really working. I think the idea there was to play it really passive and just have the Uber when the spawns came back up. But then they didn't kite hard enough to make that happen, so they just died anyway, and nobody used Uber. I just don't know what the plan was. I really wish I could be in the Froyo Black mumble right now, because that just, I don't know. It's just Slemnish and Badonski defending last now, and Mentality, it looks like they're playing with their food. Badonski now just trying to maybe do a little bit of defense on last, but this is the last thing I expected from that first half. A quick 15-minute 3-0 for Mentality. Wow, that's crazy. This is not what I don't know.
Mentality picked Granary, so it's to be expected that if they were going to pick Granary, they had some kind of strengths coming into this. So unless Froyo Black, they're not out of it. It's only the first half, right? But if Froyo Black can at least cinch out the next 2 maps, which are going to be, I'm bad at math, Process and Gully. Math has nothing to do with reading. I don't know why I said that. Maybe I'm dyslexic.
I mean,
don't
there's
know.
Gullywash Final 1. I do see a number in there.
Yeah, maybe
You
that's
know,
what threw me off. It's all the numbers in the release candidate for Granary, you know?
we're basically programmers over here,
Yeah.
reading map names.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
what I thought about that last moment where Shade had the Uber, he was sitting by the pack waiting for his team to come through, and then Max just bullied his way through. That was such a passive way for Froyo Black to respond to that situation. They were like, okay, we can take a moment to relax instead of just, hey, let's chase really hard. Maybe their med's still committed. And if they had opted to push forward instead of waiting patiently, I think they would have caught out Bear before he got out through the choke and then potentially turned that into a okay, now let's reconvene, let's regroup, make sure we have all our stuff, and then maybe they still lose to Patty and Kryptonite, but at least they don't have to deal with an Uber, with Bear staying alive.
yeah, I think that makes sense. I think I do agree. I think mentality has been like Froyo Black has been really passive, and mentality has been really aggressive. I mean, all sorts of weird little sacks from mentality. Just really making like really strong, smart plans to make stuff happen. Not waiting for the stalemates. Which is exactly what mentality needs. They need to not give Froyo Black a chance to sit there and think about it for a second and figure out what they were doing. Like, they had a 2-round advantage. They were in an even Uber situation. I would say in probably most other games, most teams would at least choose to just chill for a minute or two. Like, just drain a little bit of time before going for some crazy plays. But no, they're just going to they go straight for the 2-man sack right away. They send a scout and a soldier in. They kite easy into lunchbox, and they let Bloyo make their own mistakes. And they manage to catch people out as with an Uber. That they managed to engineer by baiting Froyo Black into a push. Really smart play, really well executed. And honestly, like, if that keeps up, if that kind of smart play keeps up, I think mentality could win this next half within the next 10 minutes.
See how that goes. Quick stat rundown, and you can take the mid. Patty currently sitting at 333 DPM. And top frags goes to Mew, aka Rainbow, at 20.
Alright, May and Blonsky both just, classic demo exchanging spam. Actually, here we go. Laz and Marmalou in with the big bomb. Laz really high up. They're going to find Moo and Patty and Kryptonite down as well. Here we go. This is more what I was expecting to see. Laz going to get the easy cleanup onto Bear. And with Marmalou going across back to his own choke to help clean up May and the rest. Easy, quick mid for Froyo Black. They're going to lose Shade, but that was the aggression that they needed. It's exactly what I was saying. Froyo Black were playing passive, mentality playing aggressive. The response to that is just to get aggressive first. At least in my book, which, open book, whatever. But it worked for them this time. So let's see. I'm kind of disappointed I don't see the classic Shade crits here right now. That would be the real aggressive play, but they are going to hold yard here easy. And hopefully we'll be seeing them make some plays for a second, in just a hot second here.
Hot second indeed, as we do see Badonsky getting really close, trying to get some sticky traps situated onto the point, while the rest of Froyo Black completely take control of the left side. High five, the only friend to Badonsky in this time, these trying times. But Patty, who's sitting in the lunchbox, tries to get a little bit of initiation here. Kryptonite kills himself, feels bad, man. And wow, somehow mentality are still getting all the picks. Laz and Marmalou go down. Mew also picks off Shade before High Five and Slimish finally turn things around. But with 2 scouts and 1 demo versus a singular med, it's going to be very hard for Bear to hold on to this without straight up losing Max. He's got to be playing very carefully. They're going to get the recap to get the forward spawns. And they're going to, in fact, get all 3 of their spawns at the same time. And then start situating for whatever it is that's going to be coming out of Bear and mentality. Last time they came up top, I hope that Badonsky is prepared for that.
Yeah, I don't know this positioning right here. Everything that we're at right now is all thanks to Slimish. I missed the first kill, but I think I just watched him win 3 different 1v1s to win Lunchbox. But here we go. Mentality into the Uber. They're gonna get forced early. They might catch Slimnish, but no, he's out safe with Laz. And Froyo Black are totally set up in yard to stop anything from Mentality coming through. And with the 60% ad, I would guess more like a 40% ad. It should be some easy pressure from Froyo Black. And I think this would be an easy convert in the last. Although Mew is maybe not stuck behind the drop down, gets caught out. This is 2 picks now, along with a 40% ad. Froyo Black need to win this round in order to get some. I don't like the word momentum, but they do need something to get their spirits up here. And this is the perfect opportunity. They're going to drop into the ground. They're coming in through left. Shutter's already open. I don't think Mentality even know yet. But even before the Uber, Kryptonite down to 5 HP. Finally dying as the Uber gets popped. Pterodactyl's definitely caught here. And this has got to be a round for Froyo Black.
Yeah, Patty's though sitting up top with May close behind, spinning at that point. They are both going to survive and get out a ton of damage on Badonsky, but thankfully he will get the better of that exchange. And May is just waiting for High Five to pistol him. No, he gets the detonation off, but it's not going to be enough. He has to reload, and Shade finishes up the cap for Froyo Black. I got to say, I've always said this, honestly. Granary is a blue-sided map.
Sure, why not? I just want to point out, that last fight was really close. Like, if May had had even, like, 2 more seconds of life, I think he would have gotten that kill and stopped the round. But as we get to mid here, mid.
Morris!
Go ahead, go. Okay, so Pterodactyl down really early. Marmalou now, actually, as he goes in for the play, gonna get cleaned up. We've got a lot of weak mentality players, and they're both kind of caught in here. Moo's the last one left, down to 14 HP, and Blue don't know where he is. So this is just gonna take us. Okay, well, Moo kills Badonsky. Poor guy. I know I'd be raging if I was Badonsky.
No, dude,
but
whatever. This is a round that is still gonna be won, regardless of the spawn rate of your Devil Man. Like, second is close to being free. It's a little bit harder without a Devil Man because then they can just pressure you back out. See, Patty's not afraid. He's peeking this Shutter. But when you have Uber, you just gotta wait for Badonsky to roll back up, and it takes one sticky. Look, he's already back. He's aired up, and we're ready. We were down time with 15
your
seconds.
stats. But the
Forget
stats.
the stats, dude. It's invite. It's lower bracket finals. No one cares. Meanwhile, Mew can be picking up a nice frag onto High Five here. He's trying to finish up this cap. The sniper is a little bit weary, so they have to pop early, and they're going to be chasing nothing. There's nothing really to pick up. And they also lose Badonsky in the process. May had a nice trap there around the bend. So now Marmalou is desperate here to make something happen, but gets caught out. He's on the cap, though. He has the pain train, but doesn't get enough. There were both scouts waiting behind, so it won't work out for them. And now Froyo Black are on the retreat, going to mid. Not even yard.
That went about as poorly as it possibly could have gone for Black. Getting body shot, not a good feeling. Dying to a trap, not a good feeling. Having your med try to pop on you after you die to a trap, pretty much the worst feeling in competitive TF2. I feel like, yeah, Froyo Black are going to be lucky to hold on to mid here, as Mentality coming in through Cat with the Uber. Patty down super low thanks to Slemnish, but Slemnish is going to get punished for that aggression. Marmalou, thinking better of making a play, is going to get right out of choke, and no one else from Black is in position to make a play. 2 picks, never had to use. Froyo are going to get Uber to hold yard here, so it should stabilize, but these plays have not been going Black's way, so we'll see exactly what happens. His Mentality... Oh, okay, well, they were peeking through garage pretty aggressively, but they're going to back up to mid now. And actually, Froyo Black going for the play this time. All the way in through choke. High Five really low. Along with Marmalou, High Five down. I imagine Marmalou is going to die here as well. And Badonsky is really close, so I could see him getting caught out. But Mentality not going to make that aggression happen. I preferred to get the 2 picks and then walk in with the rest of the team. Another questionable two deaths from Froyo Black.
Now here's the pop from Mentality straight through the garage. Shade's going to be popping his almost immediately to save Slemnish, who's now getting initiation into this garage. He's going to be quick on Bear's tail, but Bear will get out with barely a scratch. And now Froyo Black are reconvening onto this yard with their respawns. So this was a good exchange. They definitely wanted to play it that way, because if they let them get too far, Mentality was just going to have too much ownership of this yard for Froyo Black to contend with. And so now we're back to where we were, same Uber situation, and now they have their spawns back despite losing them.
Yeah. This is what I was talking about earlier. I bet we're gonna see Mentality make plays the second they get Uber. I feel like most games you'd kind of see a slowdown here, which is like what I was expecting Mentality to do earlier. But they've been playing really aggressively, and it's been working really well for them. So any second now, we'll see May go in for the big play.
See? Red!
No, wait. This is a stalemate.
Any second now.
Yeah, we do see Patty trying to put a little bit of pressure. Actually, May going for a little bit of aggressive pipe spam from Garage. which I feel like they could, or not from Grudge, from Choke, which hopefully they'll, maybe, yeah, they're going to take advantage of it now. They, with the peek to see there's no stickies, they communicate that to Kryptonite. Kryptonite goes in, Mew following in, missing a shot into Badonsky. Oh man, Mew gets just demolished there. And Froyo Black are going to capitalize on that now. With Laz in, doing a ton of damage on the Bear, and Slum just going to finish up with the Force. High Five and Shade now in position to have a really strong Uber, but they have lost 2 players, so unless this Uber gets a ton done, which is all on High Five right now. Here we go, Marmalou into the bomb to follow up. Now it's all, they have to cap mid quickly because the back cap is coming out from Patty, and the rest of Mentality is capping mid in the meantime, or contesting mid in the meantime. Marmalou has taken advantage of the situation to try to hide and make a play happen, but Moo spots him out. Or Mew, gosh darn it. It's Mew or Moo? I can't remember.
It's Moo, but Mew
Moo.
makes more sense since it's the letter.
Oh yeah, Moo gonna catch Patty. Thank you. Or,
yeah,
wow. Moo gonna catch
or
Patty
just
out
fuck
there.
everything I just said.
No,
Lawrence.
thank you.
Cool.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, I think it's actually pronounced Moo, so
it's pronounced Mew.
Oh, it is Mew. Fuck me. All right. Or screw me. Whatever's appropriate for TFTV.
Heck.
Max Dak into right yard. Bear and Kryptonite both going down, and Max I might be getting out with his life, but High Five is here to keep that from happening. Half HP to 0 HP in one shot. And it's just Mew out from Garage.
Our control point is being captured.
Mew is also the standard measurement for micrometers in physics.
Oh yes. So I just didn't assume
Or is
he
it
was named
nanometers?
after.
It might be nanometers.
I think it's micro. I don't know. But there, Froyo Black is in. We got more important science to discuss here. We got TF2 science. Patty actually hiding in Z. Ooh, Shade's right here. Go for the play right now. Oh, nope. He's going to go for something in Lunchbox. Can't fault him. He had no idea Shade was there. But he does find Laz and is still on the back line. And although he's not with his team, as Froyo Black comes straight into last, maybe they knew Patty was there? Because they're making it some big plays here with Mentality so scared of this Froyo Black dry push. That they're just not even gonna worry about stopping the point, and they're gonna pay for it.
So now, once again, confirmed, blue side, best side. Shade and Squad are definitely gonna be taking things down for the rest of this match. They've got 20 minutes to get 3 more rounds, or at least 2. They're gonna be starting things off with early damage onto May, who cannot survive for much longer. Gonna be waiting for that arrow. Does get up and reconvenes. Last immediately onto Bear though, and a follow-up shot onto May. Both the meta and the demo go down. Patty falls to a clumsy, painful death, but thankfully Raymond picks up the frag onto Shade. High Five is up against the wall and is going to be taken down here by Max, picking up his 3rd kill of the fight.
I couldn't even follow that mid. I was too busy reading chat. But that's another. That's what I feel good for Mentality. It looked like they had the. I think they saw that same soldier bomb. I feel like it's just kind of, we have a double soldier bomb from one side, and whichever side decides to do that double bomb first, they win. They win the mid. It's kind of how it feels to me anyway. We're gonna stack up here. Both meds died on that mid, so it's Shade and Bear both taking position on their respective safe spots on their side of Garage. Just gotta build out the Uber. No crits plays yet. Nothing exciting yet. I don't think we've seen anything exciting, like, you know, like off class wise or Uber wise, outside of, I think we saw a sniper on last, but otherwise it's been totally cookie cutter on Granary. Just kind of cool actually.
I mean, Granary is not really a hotbed of activity when it comes to sniper angles. You've got 1 or 2 doors you can look through, but you can't really play the long angles at all.
Oh, for sure, but at the same time, I'm just so used to Granary being a map where teams stalemate for 15 minutes that they off-class anyway because they're bored. I'm really glad that's not happening here today. Actually, we are seeing some other gimmicks though. Look at Lazzy's little hiding spot above Garage. I don't know if it's going to come to fruition because we're going to have Mentality make a play first, but...
Yeah, someone has to walk through, and it's going to start with Kryptonite, who walked right past the sticky trap. Follow-up from Reimu is going to get right to their face, but Shade is nowhere to be found, and they just melt. But Podolsky going down is huge. I don't know how Reimu managed to pull that one off.
And even minus Podolsky, I mean, they're gonna make something happen off that good play. Or they're just gonna try to. They're just gonna lose Laz right away, I guess. And I guess Slemness was really low as well. Just gotta call it off. Come back, get back in the stalemate position, and hope that mentality don't make a successful play while your flank is dead. They're gonna go for the flank play in the right yard. Actually gonna take the exchange now too, although Froyo Black have a really solid Uber with just Marmalou on it. They should have brought Slemnish on it though, as well, because the fact that they didn't is gonna mean that he dies on the flank. Marmalou actually doesn't matter, forget Slemnish. It's all about Marmalou getting 2 kills, but not able to kill Patty fast enough, who bombs straight in the yard and kills Shade. It's now Move versus High Five in the lunchbox. Even May trying to go for the backup play, but Muga is gonna let May die. So High Five making some good frags there. Not gonna be enough to really stem the bleeding, really, but he is gonna find something to pad his stats a bit. And now we've got Marmalou making his way actually into yard, dealing with Patty and Max now as well. But he's got backup from the rest of his team. Yeah, mentality, you're gonna have to get out just to save their lives. Although even Ubers, oh, Max dying as well, so this could be a blow-yo mid.
But Patty really quickly bombs right into the face of Shade, right as he knew exactly when to do it too. Does get taken down, but that's exactly what he's going for. May jumping now into the crates, trying to make something happen. Marmalou tries to do a similar play, but Bear is ready for it. Will be able to surf away and relatively go unharmed. And Reimu gonna be cleaning things up for this point. I was gonna say how mentality was overextending some players, and Froyo Black was just picking them off one by one, but now mentality have turned full swing and are going into the face of Froyo.
Oh man, full ad. We got High Five on the heavy, no engineer or anything. Heavy engineer is just so strong in this last. I guess the sniper invite sniper is probably a good replacement. With Slemnish not playing at left spawn, it's all mentality. They just kind of pick where they're going. They're still kind of spread out, maybe thinking about what they're gonna do. Looking like they're gonna get up at this right side door now. With Shade close, this could get really nasty really quick if mentality, if Froyo Black aren't careful. They might be being a little bit too careful. The point is totally open. There's just sticks on it. Here comes Laz to make sure that it doesn't get capped off, but he's gonna get punished for it because he's really the only one in. Slemnish a couple of seconds behind him, getting claimed now as well. Froyo Black just kind of feeding in piece by piece, and that is going to be 4 rounds total for mentality. 1 round away from taking map 1. Unbelievable.
Man, that's all there is to it. That's all there is to say. Mentality now making their way to the mid. May I'm gonna just assume he's going for a careful boy rollout to garage to kind of catch up to players and choke, but he backs off very quickly. Quick follow-up bomb from mentality. Soldiers are going to get right into the face of the choke. They're going to both go down very quickly, but May did manage to pick up Slemnish and Marmalou. But High Five playing defense, playing offense, playing everything. Going to be getting into the fray and taking down Kryptonite. One last shot. Laz the only last casualty there, so with Shade alive and Bear alive, it's going to be even Ubers at some point, but Podonsky really on the hunt here. Might even be able to get it here. Just patiently setting up for second as they're going to cap this off and then get things squared away. Might actually catch some players out here.
I think I want to give credit to that mid for that mid to Laz, to be honest. I don't think he made any big kills or anything, but he stayed a lot. He did towards the end, but like most of that mid was just he stayed on the back line alive, annoying players. I think he kept Bear, and I think it was Kryptonite out of that fight for just so much time. That by the time they were really even able to like get him hurt, Froyo Black had already won the mid. Not a super convincing win. I mean, this is even Uber's play. They're actually in Lunchbox now trying to make something happen. But solid win from Froyo Black, who are actually going to pick up 2 frags in Lunchbox. Looked like maybe it kind of almost looked like Patty was going for a sack there. I'm not really sure what the plan was. Because with no soldiers for Black, this is going to be with no soldiers for mentality, easy cap for Black. Walking into left side now, totally for free. All they have to do is not drop to the trap, which they do not. They actually get the force off really early on the Bear. I want to see them walking in right now. They've got the cap as Uber is fading. Here comes the Uber. Although Shade is flashing the world, they need to find something right now for this many flashes. Here we go. Bear and Patty on the right side. We got Kryptonite trying to make a bomb onto the point, but he's not really healthy enough to have an effect on this push. It's just Patty left with May spawning, trying to bomb onto the point. Not fast enough. That's a 3rd round for Froyo Black. This is a game again. Good deal. for
I
the
have
3.
hope for my sleep plans tonight.
Can
And,
you?
I hope everyone
can you
else does
imagine us
too.
going to a 3rd map? Oh my god.
Please no.
Honestly, I have to get up early tomorrow too. I feel your pain.
Yeah, so Badonsky coming to this mid and immediately get a frag onto May. I can see the future here. He gets one shot, pops the pack, hits him with a second, and a third to cut him off. May is just terrified right now. Marmalou going to quickly follow up to get the frag. Patty as well, not going to survive for very long as well. Kryptonite trying to make his escape, does land onto the pack and make his way around the bend. He does land in front of Shade, but does not connect with anyone but himself. And now Bear has single-handedly taken down Marmalou before going down the honorable death of Killin' Console.
Marmalou down. Poor guy. He actually won that mid for them. That was entirely his bomb, going like just following up on all that damage that was on May. But kind of a tragedy to die to Bear at the end there. I guess it doesn't matter. We still got this full ad going in the last. We can forget it. It never happened.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Froyo Black they're getting ready to push in the last, so nothing matters. Badonsky fully buffed. They're just playing this slow. They're gonna take their time. They're gonna try to peek this out a little bit, which might give Moo the opportunity to maybe make a sack here while Froyo Black tries, or not to make a sack, to make a pick here while Froyo Black tries to find the space. But Froyo Black in through top, and not a whole lot of spam coming in from Mentality. Just a single sniper shot to find Laz. Sentry Gun and Kryptonite down in exchange during the Uber, but it's a 4v4. Froyo Black trying to play the point, and Mentality just gonna shoot rockets at the point, get a ton of kills thanks to the follow-up from Max. Froyo Black may be a little bit too eager to get the point. They had to see an opportunity. They wanted to even out the rounds, but they didn't really have the players to make that point bait happen. So they're gonna get punished for it, and we are back on mid.
I saw everything transpire there. The Uber through top was fine. It cleared them out, pushed them back, and Mentality had like nothing on the front lines. But then Slemnish pushed to the left side instead of going for the point, and the soldiers were waiting for a refight rather than joining the fight. So they were pushing without their soldiers, effectively, and then their soldiers got into the fight after the fight was over, so they lost. The point was all theirs. They would have capped it because they were just completely locked into their spawn. Even just ×2 would have been enough to finish off the cap, and Mentality would not have stopped it.
That's a tragedy.
Speaking of tragedy, this stalemate.
This is a short one. You know what? I'm gonna continue to be grateful that this has been a fast-paced Granary game, with Mentality beating one of the best teams in the world. I'm pretty happy with this actually. Yeah, we do see some pressure coming up from Garage too. We got Badonsky trying to throw a couple stickies into the mix, bringing Max down about a quarter HP, and making some room for Laz to go get shotgunned in the face. Moo gonna find that with no issues. Really solid point and click adventure right there, and Froyo Black are gonna slow it back down. Kryptonite in through choke, gonna get floated thanks to High Five and Slemnish. Gonna want to find some damage, and Moo gonna try to follow up as well, but yeah, there was really nothing to follow up on, so he's gonna go down. Now there should be a Froyo Black play into left yard. Here we go. Yeah, no flank.
It's free.
Easy life.
Gonna be taking the ground that's offered to them. Mentality gonna be trying to set up some kind of offense here in Lunchbox, maybe wrap around. Patty a little bit over committed to this point, trying to play it. They might have to pop here. They're taking a little bit of pressure here. Definitely going to be calling for it now. They're like, let's go with it. But Patty falls down. The comms are not clear on Mentality. Can they make it happen? Marmalou and Badonsky do fall to the hands of May and Moo. And now we'll see how Froyo Black can survive. Kryptonite goes down, trading with Laz. Shade has Uber. High Five is backing up. They're going to be fighting this midpoint. We'll see how Mentality can get the best of it, but Mentality's not even pushing. They're afraid. They're just sitting in yard.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if either team knew what the other team was doing. I mean, both teams dropping 3 players before the Ubers ever came out. I think Shade got the message like, all right, this is kind of a screwy fight, and just left. He was like, I don't know what's happening. I'm gone. And that was the right decision. He's going to have Uber to fight Mentality, who are apparently trying to contest yard here. Maybe just trying to take advantage of the space that had been left by Froyo Black, but Black are here to take that space back. They're going to lead High Five in. Uber in straight on the right. Might be able to catch out May, but they're just not nearly fast enough. May's out safe. Totally useless Uber. They're going to get the cap, so hopefully they'll be able to do something with that space, but nope. They're going to get caught by the Pterodactyl Uber. Badonsky down. Bear's going to actually make it out of choke, but Laz and Marmalou are looking a little bit more dicey. And you're just getting caught out in the lower garage. And that's a good play for mentality. This is going to be mid for them. Just walking into garage, right on top, easy life. Taking a bit of damage, but it really shouldn't be anything major. Even if they lose the player here, not a big deal. It's actually on Moo now to get in deep, taking Marmolo down to, what is it, 6 HP? But not going to quite find the frag, so probably going to slow down here again with just about even Ubers. Not really a fan of that Uber play into right shutter there. I mean, especially the mentality of players dead. I mean, they had the right idea last time, I think, where they tried to go in through Lunchbox. It's just harder for the demo to predict exactly where you're going to go. When you try to get through that like main entrance area, there's just nowhere to go. There's sticks, there's rockets, and that's, I mean, really all you need are the sticks to get forced. I don't know.
Yeah, when all eyes are on you, it's very difficult to make something happen or to gauge a route towards your goal. So now Froyo Black once again on the defense here, 3-4. They need to win this round to at least see the light of day before the light of day.
Yeah, I mean the clock, and speaking of like the light of day and time and all that, clock's getting ready to be pretty relevant. We're just counting down to 6 minutes left right now. So this could wind up being a bit of a crunch for Froyo Black. They're going to try to make the play. Marmolo going for the counter sack after Kryptonite, but he just kind of gets juggled way back across the point. Dies, doesn't really get any damage done. Patty now looking for the follow-up while Marmolu's still dead. But High Five is here to meet him. Yeah, Patty's not going to find anything here either. Podonsky with a nice easy pipe. And I'm expecting, hopefully, it looks like High Five is not making him play this time. In through choke, Max and Moo are here to meet him though, so he's down to 2 HP. Doesn't get anything on the bear. Although Laz may be looking for a bit of a follow-up, but no, he thinks better of it. They'd prefer, they got to hold on to ER here. They can't really give up a whole lot of ground. The counter sacks are solid, but conservative play is really what you have to do in this situation. At least for now. This is probably Mentality's time to just stand here for 5 minutes, though.
It's definitely their play to lose, and Patty's going to be setting the pace immediately for losing this round because he's on kunai.
Ooh. See some trick stabs, some chain stabs.
They're trying to bait it out with the vines so that Patty can decloak.
And here's decloak. Shade's back is turned. Oh, okay. Shade's got hacks apparently. Turns right around at the exact last second. Patty not gonna find anything.
That's spy sense. The spam wasn't constant enough, so as soon as the spade stopped, Shade was like, huh? Turned around right at the right moment. Kryptonite though gonna go down to Marm. Some initiation here onto the point. Shade did not pop. They are backing out to their yard, waiting for Max. And taking a little bit of extra damage here. Nice force coming out from Reimu though. But both guys
Really
fall down,
solid.
so now it's just a quick chase this midpoint and hopefully not getting caught out by a Patty bomb. They're going to be playing this very carefully. They know they're susceptible, especially with not having a lot of players. So they're actually going to be playing this a little bit more cautious, or as cautious as I would expect too, knowing that they don't have the numbers to contend with.
Yeah, I don't think Froyo Froyo Black didn't have any business getting forced there. I mean, they had safe position in yard. I guess this really creative bomb must have been coming in through garage. That should have been an easy win for Froyo Black. I'd say the start of that push was maybe a bit questionable. There was one spy pick. Like, that's nothing. I think they're just feeling the pressure of the clock. But they managed to make it into a situation that should have worked out. They had decent ground, they had decent picks, they had decent damage. But just maybe missing a shot or two right at the end is going to lose that fight for them. And we're back into the classic Granary stalemate with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. This is really going to be crunch time for Froyo. I mean, I imagine we're going to just see a total like dry push, nothing to really go off of, just Euro trade any second now, because something's going to happen with only 3 minutes left.
Yeah, Laz is starting things up. He's clearing his way through. Did get spotted out, so no more follow-ups. Slumber's going to run right past the sticky traps, try to put some damage on the Kryptonite. Won't survive for very long. He gets taken down. Marmalou also going to be pulling up some defense against Reimu. Laz jumps in, immediately falls to his death. Podonski's very precariously standing under those stickies. And Patty now really quick to follow up through this choke with his heels. This might be the Uber exchange they're looking for. And that pick is going to be a very good thing for Froyo Black as they start to make their way towards the garage.
Yep, Froyo Black, they have the pick, they have players spawning up, and to get through. High five, in totally alone though. Mr. Froyo Black just too scared of the traps. They want nothing to do with that, and High Five's gonna get eaten. Taking a ton of damage from the sticks, nobody there to really protect him at all. This is really looking dire. 130 seconds left in the game. Badonsky trying to play aggressive. What do we got?
May down.
May is down. What the hell? Patty's actually in too. We're gonna maybe find Badonsky. Yep. Shade hasn't even popped yet though. So it's Slemnish and Shade pretty much. Okay, here comes Marmaloo into the follow-up to clean up some players on this right side. Bear down to 0 HP. It's just Kryptonite left on this middle. May trying to follow up. He just got off the spawn queue. But Shade and Slemnish. Oh, they're going to stop the bat cap. They should have just left that to High Five. They could have won this mid already. But Kryptonite is gonna go ahead and clean up the middle point. He maybe try to find a hiding spot here, but he's making a lot of noise. So Froyo Black on a cap off mid.
Our control point
Easy peasy.
Slemnish
Not
knows.
really with an ad.
Oh no, he's building.
Oh,
You fool,
no.
Slemnish.
No, Badonsky will catch him though. Oh, Moo is in as well. Kryptonite should bomb, and Kryptonite needs to be bombing already. No, Moo is down before Kryptonite ever bombs, and there's some damage in, but it's not enough to really make anything happen. Kryptonite gonna die for nothing. Just not the. They needed better communication there.
the control point.
This is exactly the start Froyo Black need. They're making their way through the left yard. Clear cut to the lunchbox. No ham sandwiches, just a lot of meat. And Slemnish is ready to deliver straight to your door.
The control
50
point has been
seconds.
captured.
Patty dropping down right into the face of Badonsky, not going to survive for very long. The cap goes off. The Uber is ready on both sides. This needs to be an exchange for the ages, and they've popped way too early without getting any ground, and Bear is not feeling any sweat. Laz now jumping over from the right side here, trying to initiate
Oh,
on
no.
something, going to be backing out here. Mentality getting better exchanges overall. 2 picks, Badonsky and Laz are huge. There's a little bit of time left, not for an Uber, but definitely for a dry push and a respawn, but it has to happen soon. No gun up, which is surprising. I do think Reimu might switch back. He does. This is Woloyo's time. They're going to be going in for the dry push right away from the right side here. Here comes the bomb from Patty, taking a little bit of damage here. Kryptonite also picks up Slemnish through the up top. That was the initiation they needed to get through. And now Froyo Black are desperate. They're going to be able to pick off Kryptonite as well as Patty, so no soldiers to work with. Just the scouts on the front lines and a sentry
No
far
way.
behind. Good damage. Tries to pick it off. Shade's throwing arrows as best he can, and that's the end. Mentality, hold it out.
Cannot believe that just happened. I mean, yeah, and so I mean, Froyo Black, that was a tough position. I mean, you lose that many players that early. You got, I mean, I don't know. I didn't see what they got forced to when they tried to come in on their left. I feel like they could have maybe gotten a bit deeper without using there, and they kind of had to get deeper without using because you can't, like, you basically can't get forced there. You either have a good Uber or you lose the game. So you can't like use early and then just hope you get the exchange and then push again later. You have to get deep. You have to get through that show without using, and they didn't. They get the sentry gun to the Uber, but that's it. And from there, like, they just kind of got corralled onto the little concrete block. And when you have, you know, soldiers shooting down on you from that pipe, there's nothing you can do. So yeah, that's mentality owning Granary. I mean, it looks close. Like 4-3 sounds close, but it really, I don't know. I guess it got close at the end there, but that first half was so convincing for mentality. I mean, that was like what a 15-minute 3-0 for mentality in that first half. I don't know. My perceptions of the invite talent pool have completely changed. I don't know. I'm just kind of in awe that mentality pulled that out.
Yeah, I think Patty was definitely a big factor there. He got some very crucial picks and very good reads on the situation, good bombs. Max and Reimu as well are definitely scouts to fear. Like, they stepped up this game. They were Granary is like typically that map where scouts are like, fuck, I hate this map. And they don't have any opportunities or openings, but man, they were not held back by that at all.
Mm-mm.
They were ready to push and get through. And they've chased down and got into the face, and they hit the shots they needed to hit. Like, all 3 of them really came together for what is a phenomenal showing of talent to get those pivotal moments, like Shade, all alone in garage. Like, I don't know how Patty timed that so perfectly, but he landed right in front of Shade when there was no one blocking his acting as a barrier, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that was really solid. I mean, that was consistent too. I remember seeing a lot of good bombs from Patty. How many medic picks does he got here? Let's see, 6 medic picks from Patty, who I think is supposed to be on Pocket. Yeah, Patty just owning Shade all the way through that entire match. I mean, and like not just during the transition fights too, but like particularly mid. I think Froyo Black only won like what 2 or 3 mids out of all those. Mentality definitely owning the vast majority of those mids, just off the backs of those soldier bombs. I mean, Patty and Kryptonite bombing at the exact same time, taking it completely different routes. It's hard to beat. It's really good as long as the rest of your team is there. I mean, that works awesome, and it worked pretty much The only exceptions that I can think of are ones where the Froyo soldiers or the Froyo Black soldiers bombed first. But it was just a game of I bomb you, you lose, and that's the end of the mid. There might have been one where both bombed at the same time, but I think Mentality still won that one. Yeah, we do have some logs up here too. I mean, it did slow down towards the end there, so it makes sense that these numbers are so low. But for the most part, that was a pretty decently fast-paced game. We got Marmolu and Bidonsky close to 300 damage a second, or damage a minute.
300 damage a second is
real good.
That's approaching servo numbers back in IM. No?
No? What? Okay. I remember last time how I didn't know. I don't even remember the caster's name.
This is like just a fat meme. Like there was a time where Servo was gonna join Freyotech, and Banny was like really impressed, and he pulled out some crazy damage numbers in IM on a Granary match, and it earned him the attention of Banny.
Oh boy!
And there was a big demo review about it. It was big numbers, but it wasn't like phenomenal. It was just above average.
We talking like 500 DPM here?
It was in the 450 plus range.
Ooh, that's a rare number for sure.
Something like that. It's like a very like it's like that golden nugget of a meme that like that one person who watched that Banny stream that one time might be like, oh ha ha ha, but nobody here has done that. So
niche jokes for a niche scene. Don't worry about it. And now process. I'm expecting this to be more of a Froyo Black map. And maybe I shouldn't say that, considering I was expecting Granary to be more of a Froyo Black map. But I don't know. Granary gives you a lot of opportunities to slow the game down. There's a lot of opportunities to stuff people in choke points, and those definitely exist in process, but they're not as prevalent. They're not as important. I think we're going to see much more just good team fights happening from Froyo Black, winning those little, the DM fights, winning what you play MGE hours for hours on end for. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's mostly going to come much more down to the DM as opposed to the coordination, which at least on Granary, Mentality definitely had the major advantage on coordination, but I'm expecting process to be much more traditional.
Traditional is the word. Alright, well, I'd love to talk more, but we already have a long enough night, and I can only use so much brain power, so we're going to go to the DJ, Looster, with this song for you guys. It's called Brain Power. And we'll join you when the server fills up again. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, you went and got dressed just like our producer Looster did. He's been in the buck this whole time, and the cold finally got to him. Apparently, he's just cold, but I mean that's the nudity talking in him, the nudist in him.
He's ice cold, to be honest. He's a pretty cool guy. He's one of my favorite bros.
So, getting back to the matter of Morris being bros with a nudist,
No,
we're here for the ESEA not grand final. Whoa, woo.
Lower
For the
bracket
lower
finals.
bracket finals. This is map 2. We've seen Mentality take things down as a 4-3 on Granary. A very close match in the second half, but it was a 3-0 in the first half. This time around, Froyo Black definitely has the upper hand. This is their map pick. This is a map that is embedded into the DNA of Froyo Black. Like, process just makes sense to good players.
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like it's the quintessential Sixes map. I remember when I first started playing TF2 back in 2015, and it was like, I would play TF2 center lobbies, and literally every lobby, I would play like 6 lobbies, and every single one would be processed, because that's all anyone wanted to play. This is like the Sixes map, and there's a good combination of DM, there's a good combination of team coordination. I mean, when you play in Granary, right? Like, you get all these opportunities to stop the game. You get opportunities to, to catch people out with traps because there's only like 2 choke points, so somebody's gotta die. The same thing doesn't really exist on Process. There's definitely opportunities. There's definitely choke points, but they're not as they don't dominate the way you play the game, the way it doesn't, the way you have, you kind of have to let that happen on Granary. So I'm expecting to see some really, really solid DM come out from Froyo Black. Just, I mean, I think I said the same thing when we were going to start Granary, that this is just going to be a straight up roll. But I still, even after that Granary showing, I still got faith. I think Froyo Black are going to show us what it means to be a top invite team here on Process.
And I think it starts with them readying up first.
Yeah, we got 12 players. So let's see who's not moving this time. Patty?
Shade. No, Bear.
Patty and Shade. Patty and
Shade's
Bear.
always last. Shade will always be the last ready up, but he knows. He's waiting. He's trying to psych out the enemy team by not readying up immediately. But as soon as Patty and Bear ready up, then Shade will ready up.
They got to go through their
And then the
strats.
game
Give them
starts.
some credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do we maybe want to go over these rosters again here, or
If you've not been paying attention for the last 10 minutes, welcome. My name is Ro. I'm joined here with
Hi, Ro.
Morris. Morris, say hi to the people.
hello people?
Looster, say hi even though they can't hear you. Who the fuck are you talking to, Looster?
Okay, yeah, we got 2 scouts on each team. We got 2 soldiers on each team. Max and High Five. Oh, no, sorry. Max from Mentality along with Moo. Not Mew. Definitely Moo. And then we got, what is it? Patty and no, it's not for Kryptonite. Gosh darn it. So Patty on Pocket and Kryptonite on Roamer for Mentality. May on Demo. Beardactyl on the Medic class. And Froyo Black. I mean, they're all really, really famous players, I feel like, at this point. Badonsky, obviously, from his long, long tenure on Ascent. Did Slemnish ever play on Ascent? I actually don't even know. With Slemnish and High Five, both big names in the game. So, I mean, that's kind of where that's kind of like, these big names are kind of where I'm coming from, like, on my opinions on how this map is gonna go. Like, there's definitely, like, I feel like Patty's the only name on Mentality that has actually, like, been on the top level before. Like, Max is obviously really, really good. Bear is obviously really, really good. Like, they're really, really good players, but they just never actually been at the top of Invite before. Whereas a lot of Froyo Black has. So, I mean, big DM maps has got to be Froyo Black centric kind of maps. But we are going live here. We got all 6 players. Hit ready up. We got this Mew sniper has got to be a bait, right? He's not going to run sniper to mid.
You never know.
Yeah,
He
okay.
doesn't. Quick shout out. If you're in chat right now, put a heart in the chat for Looster. He was a little shaken up by my words. I didn't mean it, by the way, Looster. I love you. And I love this Patty bomb immediately onto Badonsky, getting down to very low health here. Going to be setting him back a couple seconds. That was Kryptonite, actually, not even Patty. Patty's going to be ready to initiate here. He's waiting for Kryptonite from the choke. He does manage to make his way in and finish up what he started. Badonsky goes down, but both soldiers from Mentality are down. Shade can't survive against May, though. But these Mentality players have put themselves into a bad position between a rock and a hard place, and as a result, almost all of them fall down. Bear will survive, but the cap goes to Froyo Black.
I mean, really, that was the same really good coordinated soldier aggression Mentality that we saw all through Granary as well. And it almost gets them to mid here, but maybe their combo not quite fast enough to get into the fight as the soldiers bombed. It was Patty and Kryptonite both dying at the exact same instant, not only getting that kill, but also getting a ton of damage done as well. But it was just a little bit too slow to get followed up on, and it gave Froyo Black the opportunity to walk forward into the Black combo and get the, they take that high ground, they get that damage well before Mentality was ready to, like, actually start firing their weapons. So Mentality's gonna take advantage of the situation. The Uberad all the way through Garage. Actually, they're gonna Max is gonna get dropped to a trap from Badonsky, and the Uber's just gonna get Marmalou. So I'm not really seeing a whole lot of good prospects for Mentality here. They are going to cap off second, but Badonsky dead? Oh, what are you doing in Shutter there, man? Laz going to try to follow up there. He's actually going to get May, but really a trade frag. He's going to kill himself in the process, and it's just High Five and Shade at the end of a very confusing second defense. Well, High Five gets the first frag. Shade's gonna pop Uber just to make 100% sure this last point is getting kept off. And all of Mentality are on the run. It's all just 3 players. High Five can see all 3 players, so hopefully all of Froyo Black are going to come forward here. Lots of damage getting done. Max down under half HP for a couple of seconds here. Actually getting hit, tagged again. Just barely going to survive. Thank you to the pack from Sewer. And Marmaloo now, no fear, in on mid. Going to get May really, really low, but he's going to go down. Slumnish and Laz now May's going to make the play from IT. Kryptonite down really low, but Slumnish and Laz both going below half HP as well, thanks to some... just kind of standing in the same space, eating the same rockets. So they're going to have to back off and just chill out for a minute while Mentality makes a play. As they are in with Uber. The Patty is in, Slumnish is low. Lots of back and forth going on here. I can't be quiet for an instant. Laz is just waiting for an Uber here or for an arrow here on last. Gonna get it the last second, but while he was getting it, Slumnish is gonna die in the back line. Marmaloo now trying to keep Patty from getting across the point. Patty gonna get into heaven and just a little bit slow bombing in Kryptonite, but he does manage to get in along with his scout, and they're gonna find Shade. They're gonna find High Five. It's a 3v3 now for last, as with no heals for Froyo Black. Marmaloo gonna try to make the quick plays happen. They're gonna find May, and actually Max gonna go down. Thank you to the follow-up from Slumnish. Ooh, Marmaloo going down really, really low. Super lucky to finish that fight with his life. But a really long, crazy back and forth is going to end with Froyo Black capping off too.
There's so much that happened, I can't even recap anything of that. So we're just going to be watching Kryptonite in the hiding spot. As the rest of Froyo Black are making their way in very aggressively. Kryptonite walks forward, makes his way through the IT. He's going to be going for a back cap play here. Or no, he's just going to be making his way back to the IT. They do think someone called it out though, and he's going to be walking right into a sticky, but doesn't get called out for it. And Shade pencil jumps off that surf and somehow doesn't die because Froyo Black is really good at killing players.
Marmaloo! Oh my god. Marmaloo nearly leaving the escape plan frag, bombed way before the rest of his team. Max is just kind of chilling on his own in the corner, and Froyo Black was trying to heal up, and Marmaloo was like, yeah, whatever, I'm just going to take the 1v1, and should have gotten punished for it. Instead, they're going to make their way into 2 here with a full Ubrad. They're actually going to get on the last before the second point even starts to get capped. And May down to 1 HP, going to finally get cleaned up. Still waiting on this cap though, with Bonansky putting some sticks down. Lots and lots of damage, just all on Max trying to get to the point. Kryptonite and Bear are both trapped in spawn. That's going to be the first run for Froyo Black, and that's really what I was expecting too. I mean, I would call most, honestly, I feel like perfect prediction from the start of the game so far, where there's just crazy fights happening and Froyo Black are just hitting more shots. I mean, there's just so much going on right now.
And now, May, very scared to make his way to the pack, gonna be able to sneak right past that sticky and try to commit over here to the left side. Very committed, in fact. Mentality are gonna be following up very closely. It's a ballet right now, a waltz, if you will. And this process is very jarring. Slender's gonna take a pipe here. He does manage to take a little pill, gonna be backing up with the rest of the squad. Froyo Black are on the opposite side. Both players are on the opposite side of their chokes. And I think Froyo Black are going to get the better exchange here because they're going to be able to push straight into second and then win.
What is happening right now?
Yeah, this is the end of the round. This is what happens on Granary, and it's happening on Process.
Yeah, Froyo, they swap sides, and then the Mentality Patty tried to go for some aggressive play. Oh, Pterodactyl drops. Oh yeah, this is the round. Okay. And Patty trying to go for some aggressive play early on that mid, but Froyo Black just ate him, and Mentality, none of the rest of Mentality were like ready to follow up on any space. So Patty gets really, really low. The rest of the team is his team is really far back. So while he's waiting for an arrow, the Bloyo spam kills him, and then Mentality retreats into the enemy choke. I don't know if they forgot which choke was theirs, but yeah, that's round 2 for Froyo Black.
No, I think there was a hope that Mentality could make something happen here, but instead their hope is crumbling as this Soldier Bomb was enough to take down May. And the follow-up from Laz is going to put them on the edge, as right now he's working his way over towards the choke and the sewer to cut off their escape route. If Froyo Black can keep up the aggression here, they're going to be able to pick up Max. Laz follows back from behind, picks up Patty, and Reimu is on the hunt for his life. Going to get pistoled down, arrowed really quickly, but the follow-up bomb from Laz is going to be too much for him. He gets taken down here. Bear going to survive, going to make it out with May, but they're going to be on last while Froyo Black is getting ready to cruise in for their 3rd round.
Total turnaround, only 7 minutes from the match, when we might be looking at the end of the half. Although Bear's 20% away, so this is going to be a pretty risky play from Froyo Black if they do it, especially with Moo coming up now and the sentry gun getting built and Laz just feeding. Yeah, they're going to chill out on 2. But this is even Ubers, and this is really advantageous for Froyo Black. Mentality actually going to stack up in lobby, trying to go make some space for a sack. And here comes Kryptonite in through lower, directly on Shade. Hits one really good rocket, but Badonsky is there with a really nice pipe. And Shade's going to be out safe. So let's see what kind of follow-up sack we can get in from Froyo Black.
There's no sack to be had. It's just Marmalou going in deep, jumping his way around, immediately two-shotting Bear, but missed his second rocket, or he didn't shoot immediately.
But Bear pops
he
anyway.
only gets the force, which is definitely acceptable. 4 players
I don't
left for
think Bear
Froyo
ever
Black
went
to defend
around
onto this point. Looking at Reimu, getting in very aggressively, going to get immediately piped, and May peeking up from underneath, trying to spam through that point. Not going to connect anything there, and now Froyo Black are ready to push.
Oh yeah, they're in. Kryptonite's not ready for them at all. He's just going to die in Shutter. The sentry gun up, trying to deny Uber a little bit, but it's down to less than half HP. And this is really a good Uber anyway. They've already gotten 2 picks. The spawn coming back in, and they have to find something before Kryptonite spawns. But no, it's Badonsky and High 5 going down. Although with Bear down as well, I'm imagining we're just going to see Shade get out here. Oh yeah, no, Shade needs to get the hell out, because Slemnish has no chance of winning the 1v3. And hopefully he'll meet up with a spawner and be able to get some Uber before Bear spawns. But he's retreating through IT, so he's not going to be able to meet any spawners for a while. This is pretty much even, and I'd honestly be surprised if Froyo Black even get the chance to contest 2 here. But they're going to... Oh, they try to go for it, but Laz beats his jump. And they're just going to have to chill out and choke for a second. Oh, nope, they're in. What's happening here?
Both soldiers jumped in and immediately took the same splash damage, so they're both out of the fight. Laz gets taken down in the process. We're going to be seeing the rest of the Mentality crew make their way in through the choke. Patty trying to initiate here from the Shutter. Wraps his way back through the sewer, and Slemnish picks up 2 scouts with a little bit of help from his friends. Patty now sitting in the corner, gonna try and get some shots off. Gonna get immediately body blocked and mulched. May also finding the same treatment here, not gonna make any escape. Nice arrow to survive and piped Marmalou. Falls up with a stick down to Slemnish. They're calling it out. He's so low. Damage numbers. Laz picks it up and we'll get the frag there, but Bear with the crit streak is ready to pop it off at any moment here, trying to catch its players. Shade does have his Uber in time though, so they are not going to be got out here. It's just going to have to be a surprise factor from Mentality. We'll see what happens.
Yep, just going to chill out for a second. Even Ubers. Although with May dead, I guess I would like to see them trying to get kind of aggressive here. Like, there's no traps. Just go for something. Just go for something. You can get through a doorway and not instantly die. Like, oh well, May is up now. He's putting traps up, so we're just going to have to chill out for a minute. Although, actually, I just realized, I don't know if you said this earlier, but Bear's on Chris. Did you notice that?
I did say this earlier.
I completely missed that.
Nothing.
Yeah, the Uber's up now. We have Slemnish on Sniper here. So he's making his peek in the lobby, but Bear is not really anywhere near that sightline. He's going to find Patty, at least. And if they... I imagine if they knew that Black was... that Mentality was on crits, they wouldn't have dropped the Uber. Yeah, oh boy. Alright, Max down, High 5 down. Just a really good crit sticky coming out from Mentality. I don't think they realized it was a crit. If they'd known, they would have just gone on that single pick. We do have Laz hiding in the background now. All of Mentality is chasing hard after Badonsky. Well, Laz is going to go for the back cap. Oh, he's going to trade out with Patty. No opportunity for a back cap there.
That's true love right there, is when the roamers die side by side.
Aww.
In each other's embrace. Meanwhile, Slemnish hitting another shot onto the soldier, and Bear not going to survive that one at all. We'll go down to the great bombing prowess of Marmalou. Slemnish now walking into the face of a scout. 2 shot by Max. Going to be making his way back to the point here, but I don't think Froyo Black is too dissuaded from trying to make something happen here. I guess they're going to wait it out. They have the advantage. They know they can play it out. They've got all the time in the world. They're up 2-0 for the first half of this process, map 2.
Yeah, I honestly think that death from Slemnish was by design. I think he wanted to die so that he could be on scout during the super push. Because, yeah, they do have a really sizable lab. They're actually hitting 100% right now, but Moo is here on the sniper, finding the headshot to Marmalou like it's nothing. But they're going to bring Uber in anyway, but they got to catch Patty. The sentry gun denying him, and actually, they dropped Badonsky during Uber. I guess they didn't account for the fact that Mentality would build a sentry gun against a full Uber ad. Badonsky's just gonna die. So they're gonna stack up on Spire here, but even playing this close is kind of dangerous because they've really got nothing to make any damage happen. They just have to get out of here. Baradactyl up on 80%. They're gonna lose mid here as well, but we'll see if they manage to get the key here is that they need to get the force out for mentalities they push in. I mean, it's obvious. I guess it's kind of obvious, but like, it's really your only option for Froyo Black here. You just have to get the force, otherwise everyone else is to be able to get out.
They're trying to find the Laz perspective here. Marmalou goes down to Max. Laz is not in any position to try and initiate here, and the Uber gets forced off for mentality. Not in the position they want. Froyo Black, that is, does not want this Uber to happen. They have managed to kite it for a moment. He wants to chase into the sewer to get Slemnish. There are stickies on point, and no one has spotted it out. I'm a little nervous. Oh boy.
How is he not dead yet?
Okay, he deads finally after it took so long. Almost got the frag there, but Badonsky now queuing up the spam. They have the Uber ready, and we'll see how mentality responds.
Yeah, it's just Moo here getting caught out. I mean, oh, it actually gets the force entirely. Oh wait, no, the force has already come out. So that's kind of a waste, another wasted Uber from Froyo Black. I mean, I don't know. They get the pick. Hopefully they play a sack here with the pick, because I mean, I just like to see stuff happen. I guess it's not really a smart play, but I want to see it happen. But it looks like they're just gonna chill out for a minute. Bear's got 85%, so they need all their players alive. So
and they're getting squatted up in this IT. Getting ready to push immediately. Slemnish is in a very precarious position. Not going to stay for long. Bats is being pressured. Bear gets pushed forward by the rocket spam. And now Mentality has managed to pick up one frag. Max might get out. No, he does not. High Five will avenge his brother. And May takes a lot of damage here before getting right back onto the pack. And somehow, Laz on 2 HP survives. Gets arrowed back up and is ready to get back into the swing of things. Once we see how everyone else responds, the Super is now forced out from lower. It's going to be chasing out the demo, immediately following up onto the soldier. A last attempt is being made. Slemnish, though, not going to lose that one. It's just Max, the scout, on Spy, getting ready to decloak. Right into the face of Shade.
What? God damn it. Alright, Shade down. Froyo Black, they're gonna try to cap out mid anyway. May's gonna put a little bit of spam down, but they're actually not gonna find anything. But the rest of his team is here. I'm gonna force Froyo Black back out onto their own too. So nice, good old spy plays. Good for them. Nobody has their headphones on apparently on Froyo Black.
I know, that was a bad decloak, dude. That was very ugh.
Ooh, nice bomb from Marmalou, gonna catch Barra on the Al Qaeda area. But even with Shade alive, the rest of Froyo Black is falling, and High Five and Shade have run in opposite directions. So Shade's not gonna get that scout boost on the way out, and he's gonna die for that mistake. High Five gonna win the 1v1 with Max, but Max is already at half HP, so High Five now has to win a 1v3 to defend this. Oh, he's got his spawns up. We're all good. Laz and Slemnish here gonna cover up the lobby. But with Shade spawning kind of late here, and Bear on the crits. Crits Creek worked last time. We'll see if if it works again here.
Apparently Kryptonite's trying to get a wall bug going on here. Keep eyes on that, see if he pulls it off. Or not, I guess. Like, that was very weird. It looked like he was going for a wall bug, but that was to the no benefit. They had the advantage. They have, what is it, Kritzkrieg.
Yeah, they have to go for it. Like,
there's no defense to be had. I don't know why Kryptonite was jumping like that.
Oh, here comes the
first shot. Picks off Slemnish. Very nice snipe sticky, but no one else following up. No other shots. It does connect to Bononsky. May very low on health too. Gonna be picking it off with one last pipe before finishing it up. And now with High Five respawning up and Shade not even close to Uber, it's gonna be up to Laz and crew to make this happen. Laz very low on health here, 20 HP, gonna get back to the respawn. And now with one more up, Slemnish getting into the face of Patty, trying to pressure it up. There's gonna be the frag from Marmalou, and Laz is gonna be following up very closely now, pulling some nice directs onto Moo. We'll be backing off here. So Mentality will be resetting this up for another crits push. And hopefully Froyo Black has the mentality to put up another sentry.
Yeah, they got it. High fives on NG. And the gun's going to be really late, though. The crits is already up, and Baron and May are stacked up on this right side, getting ready to pop it off. We'll see if they can find this time, because Shade is far away. Oh, he's actually shifting towards the crits. Oh, no. Okay, no. Mentality thinks better coming through that door anyway. They're still kind of in lobby, but I'm not clear on where they want to go. They need to make this happen within the next, like, 20, 30 seconds here, but they're not really positioned for anything just yet. Here we go. Stacked up a rollout. Here comes May. Shade's still standing in spawn, so there is a chance, but no, with the sentry gun up and all the players have kited away. Worthless crit. Oh, and as I say it, Slemnish just dies to a stick. Cool beans. Mew and Kryptonite actually in on the flank. Badonsky now trying to stuff one all by himself. Laz here to try to follow up a little bit. But, ooh, Kryptonite in on top, getting a bunch of damage on the high five. We've got Moo on the point, we've got Bear on the point, we've got Max on the point. And it's too much for Froyo Black. They didn't lose a single, they lost one player to their crits. And they had a sentry gun. They are just getting completely trashed by mentality right now.
Even though it's two. Oh, whoa.
Well, that round was at least a trash. Yeah, I mean, they're only one round up.
Yeah, no, Froyo Black are still in the lead. Still setting things up for their victory here. Early damage onto Bear is actually going to be called out. Badonsky also throwing some nice spam over the top. Marmalou and Laz trying to initiate here. Slemnish gets into the face and picks up two as a drive-by with the winger onto Patty, and is still making it happen over here on the sewer side. Gonna get it to a 1v1 against Moo, and then follows up with Max. He tries to get the damage off. High five will definitely get the revenge. Badonsky gets the culling strike, and Kryptonite, the only respawn, sits in spawn and contemplates his life, and then decides it's time to move out.
So convincing, but this exact moment, I think this is where Froyo Black chokes it. This is where they've been choking it. They get a huge advantage and they overplay their, they overstay their welcome and they get caught out. This time, here we go. They're trying to back out a little bit. Badonsky's not really in the way he was anymore. Didn't really have a chance to get a good camp going on Shutter, so I'm glad to see them getting out of that. But they do have a huge ad. So we got Max on NG, we got Mew on Sniper, but with this huge ad coming up and Froyo Black looking like they're going to try to get in the lobby here. It's all on Mew. Gosh darn it. On Moo to try to stem this flow. Where is this trap?
Oh, it did. Never mind.
On Badonsky. Here we go. Lead Badonsky on the Uber. That way he can never get dropped. Gonna kill the sentry gun immediately, but no other big frags coming in just yet. Don't need them. You just stand on the point. You win the game. Well done, Froyo Black. All right.
Morris, I say this every time I cast Process. Blast is the easiest thing to cap. You play the objective and you win.
Well, I think the design of Process Last is kind of beautiful because it gives you these really, really like safe and easy places to get to kite an enemy Uber, but they're so far away from the point. It's so easy to trick yourself into kiting on just a little bit too hard. And especially at this high level where like the instant you're too far away, the other team knows it. It's a round ender. You just lose it. And
Morris, you said it perfectly. That's exactly it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a look at these stats here for a second because this has been a pretty fast-paced game. I'm hoping to see a good 300 DPM on this one. Actually, we got two players over 300 DPM. We got May and we got High Five up here. Actually, High Five on Scout. Oh, we got Badonsky above 300 as well, which he deserves it. I mean, it's legitimately been like if Badonsky dies in the Uber, Froyo Black loses the fight, and if Badonsky lives during the Uber, they're good. They pull it out somehow. So he definitely deserves that big 300 on these stats. May as well, doing a lot of work, but I guess just not nearly as visible to me as it has been, as in terms of Badonsky's damage. I don't know. I'm just surprised to see Mentality still putting up a fight here on Process. This is kind of nuts. Either they got really good in the last 2 weeks, or I don't know.
It's the high of getting third place Banny, even though it's impossible for Banny to get third place at this stage.
I'll settle for second place Banny. I'm gonna be real with you.
Someone's gonna make it happen between these two teams. That's a fact.
Sure, why not? We definitely weren't talking about how Froyo Black needed to roll this in order to have any chance of beating Froyo.
Yeah,
that definitely
was
wasn't a conversation that happened.
You must be this good to take down Froyo Tech with a a medic pointing and laughing at a scout that's too short.
Oh. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, what do you think about that? I mean, Mentality aren't getting rolled. Do I don't know.
It's playoffs.
Is it Froyo Black playing badly, or is it
playoffs.
Mentality playing well, do you
It's
think?
playoffs.
It's playoffs. What does that mean?
It's literally the mentality of playoffs.
Oh my god.
I'm not even saying that as a pun or a play on words. I mean it. The mindset behind this is playoffs is literally what's driving these players.
So you think they're just that hyped up? Like, they're just that ready to win?
Especially after the first mid, or the first win on Granary.
That's true. That's true. I would be hyped as hell if I was Mentality right now. I would be feeling so good. Big playoffs. But we are live. We're back in the game. Waiting for these demos to show up to mid. About the same time, actually. Badonsky and May. Both going to try to make some plays for the pack. Just got to wait for these soldier bombs to come in, presumably. Yeah, exchanging with his family. Got Laz up on the right side. Marmalou and Laz both ready for a nice little pincer bomb onto Mentality, who are grouped up into the point, but Laz actually gets scared and jumps out as Marmalou jumps in. Maybe a little bit of a missed opportunity, because now Patty going to trade out for Badonsky in this little weird post-bomb fight. Marmalou in on a bear, does a ton of damage on the Kryptonite as well. Slow Mission for the follow-up. Just Max and Kryptonite, and Bear's going down. Going to leave Max alone on the point, and it's High Five and Slumnish both chasing, both wanting the frag, and they're going to get it. And with Shade surviving,
The control point is being
looking like good news for Froyo Black.
Yeah. One of the key things there was Marmalou initiated onto Bear. Got him with the pencil jump surf, where the med's just totally unable to move and strafe. And Marmalou jumped away in fear. He got the shot, the kill confirmed, and jumped away. But they won it out in the long run, and that's what mattered. Marmalou coming back into the fray, the thick of it, was what would have won them that round.
Yeah, we'll give Marmalou some. He was making the bigger play.
He was playing the long term.
Ooh, it looks like Froyo Black are stacking up in front of a door with sticks on it, and with Moo getting the first pick too. Ooh, they're in through 3, but they're jumping their demo right into a sentry gun. But Badonsky's going to survive the Uber, so let's see what they can do. So I'm just baiting out a little bit of time, and Patty going to try to stop the point, but going to get eaten by stickies. Marmalou now with a bunch of damage onto Kryptonite, who's going to jump away into his own spawn. It's 5v5, and with the spawn cabinet in favor of Mentality, this is going to be a really difficult fight for Froyo Black. But Slumnish did the first frag. Barrett actually go down as well. Lots of frags getting traded out, but definitely on the side of Froyo Black, as it's just Moo versus Badonsky. Moo actually going to win it, despite the heals, down to less than 2 HP, and yep, High Five going to win that one like it's nothing. That's what, 4-2, I think?
4-1.
4-1, okay. Yeah, 4-1 for Froyo Black. So that's more of the score I was looking for, but I still feel like I want to see Froyo Black close this out in the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds. To get some confidence back.
If you refresh that STV page.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
So we're gonna see how Froyo Black is gonna win this in the next 90 seconds or less, as the rest of Mentality are definitely getting into a position here to push through, make some ground. Marmalou getting some good shots off, but Craters, Laz also following up quickly. He's gonna get some follow-up shots onto Bear. One shot isn't enough though. You gotta get at least 2, buddy. And I lied. I don't even know what's happening on the match page. I'm just saying things to freak you out. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Don't spoil this for me. Yeah, if Froyo Black managed to win this in the next 90 seconds, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
Holy shit! I just refreshed. Sorry.
Don't bait me out here, man. I'm getting baited enough by these Slumnish sniper plays. All right.
No, I'm saying holy shit because High Five is 25-7 before this round.
Oh dang. That sounds about right, actually. He's been the Froyo Black Scouts have been pounding pretty hard. Ooh, Patty in lobby on his own though. Gonna dodge a little headshot. Just Kryptonite now, leaving Patty, to his own devices. Oh, here we go. The double off class from Froyo Black. Marmalou on Spy. He's just checking in spawn. Nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting.
Gotta chill out, man. Kryptonite in, getting eaten by a sentry, so that's nothing. That's nothing for him. And Moo actually gonna try to follow up as well, but there's not really enough room for him to do anything here, so he's just gonna die. And here we go. Froyo Black, aggressive. We got Slemnish in on top now. Marmaloo into the big play. Mentality maybe a little bit too focused on the sniper. Marmaloo in with another rocket. That's Baradactyl dropping the Uber after the longest soldier bomb I've seen in this map for a minute. Slemnish going to find the last little headshot into May as well. He's just going to run back, get off scout, and this should be an easy push from Froyo Black. And there's no heals, there's no traps. Should be easy peasy.
Yeah, Marmaloo is saying exactly what I was thinking. Why did you milk the last one? Because there is enough time to react. Oh, Bear. I would have popped on 30 ping. Bear sitting on 50 ping, apparently. But oh well. There's an Uber exchange happening on the point. Not an exchange, it's just a singular Uber. And a backhand attempt is being made by Max, who's being met with three, count them, three players trying to stop it. And Mentality do manage to not actually stop the second point while it's happening. So the cap goes off for Froyo Black, and high five pistols Bear, who peeks around the corner a little too aggressively. And Moo on that sniper is going to try and get one shot off, but Marmaloo has something to say about it. And that's going to be the end of Mentality's hold on this mid, and I think Froyo Black are going to close this out very shortly.
Oh yeah, they're getting right through choke right away. They're not going to wait at all. Although Baradactyl is going to get forwards, because this could be a dangerous situation for Froyo Black. Yeah, they're aware. Laz is going to try to make a play through through IT, but now with the spawns up, with the heals up, and it's just Moo, who's, you know, he's back up now. Well, he's not off-classing anymore. So, yeah, Froyo Black, they're gonna chill on mid. They see the writing on the wall with that push. They're going to build it out. They've got a sizable ad, and actually looks like they might be stacking up at IT. Kryptonite kind of jumping up and choke. Kryptonite should know what's going on. Mentality should be able to get back before the super comes in. But it looks like it was actually a bait from Froyo Black. They've rotated back around to the choke. With Marmaloo in now. Marmaloo in with the way ahead of the rest of this team. Actually trying to maybe trying to get a force. But no, he's just going to get punished for it. High five as well, trying to follow up on it. But it's now Kryptonite who has made the force onto Shade with those two picks. Wow, Slumnish, High Five, and Marmaloo all going down well before the force ever came out. Not the greatest play from Froyo Black there.
Yeah, a bit of a disconnect between the heals and the offense. And so they are been on full retreat this whole time, but they will be able to pick up Moo, who was very hungry, overextended for that pick. And now Laz trying to initiate here, getting some good airtime to be pulling forward while the Uber gets forced off. Slumnish gonna be making his escape through the IT, and there's so many. They are so torn. Mentality sees all these different players in all these different positions, and that's exactly what Froyo Black needs to get into this mid and take down Bear, take down Patty, and then reconvene onto the point and chase down these players through the choke. It's just the scouts and one respawn May. Kryptonite also in the back lobby here. The cap will be finishing up here any moment now. That was an insane play from Froyo Black. Their positioning was just phenomenal there.
Yeah, I mean, they had two, and that was really smart. I mean, kind of lucky too. Like, they had two players, they had to have two players hide and not get found to make that play work. So definitely an element of luck, of like Mentality just not checking their corners there. But they had two players get behind, they had two players get in totally unseen. And so when that Uber ends, you just pincer it. You just collapse on one player. There's nothing Mentality can really do about it. And yeah, the easy win. And with Shade has the big Uber advantage, they're going to come on right. All they're really going to find is a level 1 sentry. And maybe a little bit slow to play the point too, because Laz is dying on the flank in the meantime. Oh no, Marmaloo going to try to play the point, getting juggled way back. Luckily to get out with his life, going to catch an arrow. And oh, Bear goes down in the middle of that fight. Wow, okay, here we go. Patty going down, trying to get some space in, but it's just Max left. Maybe a little bit too much aggression from Mentality, not playing the spawn cabinet correctly. That's going to be the last round of Froyo Black. Just off some mistakes from Mentality right at the end there.
Yeah, that was a good push.
Real good. Froyo Black still looking shakier than I'd like, but they're pulling it out. They're finding something nice to do here. It's just, I don't know. Mentality are making some really smart plays on it, like on occasion, and maybe Froyo Black aren't quite ready for those, but these DM fights are not coming out in Froyo Black's favor the way I really expected. I think a lot of what's happening is that Froyo Black's flank is maybe a little bit too forward, or not. Maybe they just don't know that the Mentality Uber is on its way in, and they just get caught, right? So like, even if you do get the force when Mentality's pushing in, you know, it's better than losing two players and not getting the force, but you basically give them a good Uber. So you lose a point because you have to give them space for the Uber, and then you lose another point because you've lost two players getting that force. And then you can, I don't know, you have an ad, but it's super dangerous to try to use at that point. I don't know. It feels like that's what a lot of the space the mentality is taking is just like they get good Ubers. Froyo Black's giving them good Ubers, and mentality they take that space. We got logs here.
That we do, but nothing super divine to come about. I think one of the biggest numbers here, and I don't like doing the negative, but the negative is what matters here. Patty and Kryptonite have very bad KDs, less than 0.5. So they basically got 1 kill every 2 deaths, and they're both bottom damaging under 200 damage as soldiers.
Yeah,
on
no ideal.
process. The soldier playground.
For sure. And I
Not
mean,
the numbers you want to see.
maybe getting a little bit too creative with their bombs. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely a soldier playground. Like I feel like process is definitely a soldier playground in terms of you get lots of good bombs and you get lots of good like you get lots of opportunities to make big plays. But like I think that's a big part of what was helping them on Granary was that there wasn't all that space. You have a rocket launcher, so you're in this tight little corridor. You just do damage. If you see an enemy, you will do damage, and they're not getting that same effect on process. Even when they get the bombs in, they're not bombing. They're not getting the same opportunities to bomb at the same time like they were on Granary. And even when they do, their team's not really ready for it. I mean, especially in that first mid, I think it was like Patty bombed in really early, and Kryptonite was like, "Nah, I'm not doing this," and just kind of hopped out the opposite direction. So I don't know. That really isn't something that should be happening. So maybe I don't know if it's a communication breakdown, or if they just know you need to go a bit faster. Like I don't think Kryptonite was hurt when he jumped out of that, but it happened either way. So there just needs to be some kind of like we bomb, we walk forward together, we take a straight up fight, and don't give Froyo Black a chance to win these 1v1s. Then they'll have something to do. Then they'll have a game to play.
Yeah, the point you brought up about Granary being like compact and tight knit, so that no matter where you aim, you're hitting someone. That's also part of why it's easier for soldiers to get a bomb at Granary mid, to make a play happen when you're walking through a choke point. Whereas with process, you have all your players playing high ground because it's easy to access, and they're all playing defensively and just the right amount to deny any bombers. So for you to get an opening, if you're Patty or Kryptonite, you need to be very creative, and I feel like that's what they were lacking in this match. They were not creative with their initiations. They were always going in the face. They were always getting called out. They were always visible, and so that's why their plays fell short. There was the one time where Kryptonite went the long way around. He made it into the lobby, the IT, wrapped around a choke, and started making plays. But that was the first mid, and that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the thing about that kind of play is that like the argument can be made that all you're really doing there is baiting your team. Like that kind of wraparound play usually only works once. Like after it happens once and the other team knows it, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I don't see Kryptonite. He must be way back on our spire. Let's just go forward and win." It's a very dangerous kind of play to make. So I definitely agree that like the soldiers need to be finding a way to make that happen. But I think the way to do that after a certain point is just to play conventionally. You keep on trying to be creative and you keep trying to be like doing crazy stuff, and then you just start baiting. You're just not making anything happen because they're expecting you to do something stupid. So like, I don't know. I'd especially in process, I feel like you just you bomb your soldier at the same time. You have a scout behind it. You'll generally have an okay time. I don't know. I especially just feel like Froyo Black had like they would take tons of ground to the Uber and then not be afraid to re-engage the mentality Uber. Like they definitely lost their flank a couple times. They were playing a dangerous game, but when it worked really really well. Where like particularly that fight towards the end of that map where they had two players get in behind and just hide, and they were just right on Bear's face as his Uber ended. I mean, Bear died like 2 seconds after his Uber faded, just because mentality weren't even aware that the Froyo Black players were behind. So hopefully we'll see. I don't know. I don't think it's really an awareness thing. I think it's just more of a do the same thing at the same time thing. But yeah, just coordinated aggression, get on at the same time. The classic Team Fortress 2 kind of tactics.
No, I think the secret is it's a little bit of both. It's coordinating your pushes and also having the awareness. But I mean, that
Which
kinda
is
goes
hard.
without
It's
saying.
honestly like it's hard to be aware, especially like when you're in a mentality situation where you were. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to call King's Crew an IM team anymore. I think they've really proven themselves in Invite, but like they didn't really want to play Invite. They wanted to be an IM team. So like for mentality to go from losing to that to like contesting the top of Invite like in one season, I mean that's got to be kind of nerve wracking, right? Like you got to be like, oh my god, we're doing so good. Oh my god, you know, there's a lot of pressure to perform at that point. So I guess it kind of makes sense that maybe you slip up a little bit and don't check a corner or two and make some dumb mistakes. But I don't know. I guess then you got to stop doing that if you really do want to contest the top.
We can quickly enter a break. We've got the server info, but we just need a quick break for water and stuff. So
Yes.
we'll let Looster drop some tunes for y'all waiting out there, and we'll be back very shortly, less than 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have much of a pregame here because we're going live. We're trying to save your ears from hearing our rambling, and we're getting ready for this. I'm Ro. I'm here with Morris. Say hello, Morris.
Hi, Morris.
Looster is on the camera. We're on Gullywash. It's Froyo Black versus Mentality. Recap: 4-3 on Granary to Mentality, 5-1 to Froyo Black on Process, and now we're here on Gullywash. Start match is live now.
I do want to say before we get to mid here, Gullywash mid, super soldier centric. I'm hoping, I'm really hoping we see some really solid bombs from Kryptonite and Patty. I feel like this is their time to shine. They did so well on Granary. They're gonna do it on Gullywash as well. They're gonna play left side though. Oh, here we go. Kryptonite and Patty actually both in on the enemy choke. They're not gonna do anything. Patty's actually just gonna go down to like a quarter HP and get drilled back into their own choke, giving Froyo Black a really solid opportunity to be aggressive. But with Max denying Marmaloo, this is gonna be pretty difficult. Marmaloo now super low, waiting for an arrow and choke, but it's not gonna come. Kryptonite gonna clean it up with one crisp little rocket. Just on Mu to finish this cap off as Froyo Black just has to retreat. So a little bit of like traded soldier aggression back and forth, but the bombs from neither side worked. So it wound up being in Mentality's favor as the Froyo Black bombs failed. Patty now getting caught up in upper, but it's Kryptonite and Mu here to make sure that Froyo doesn't really get a chance to contest properly. But Laz here at Shutter, not going to really find anything. He's just peeking a little bit, trying to get some spam in, trying to slow the Mentality push down a little bit. But they finished the cap, and Froyo Black would, I think they just prefer to hold another Uber. So they're just going to come back to last, chill out for a minute. See what Mentality can get up to here.
Things are really calm. This is another notorious stalemate-y last.
Yeah, definitely notorious. It's just because like it's so closed in, and especially with what High Five's doing right now, building up the sentry on the left side, like it's just impossible, man. It's hard to spam down. It's hard to jump into. Kryptonite shows exactly what I'm talking about, just instantly dying on his jump. Oh, but the triple sack in from Mentality. Mu trying to follow up on the double sack and maybe cap the point off where Froyo Black is distracted, but they're not nearly that distracted, and all of Mentality have come back out in the choke. It's just Patty who's gonna clean up on a feeding Badonsky. Sumnish now in as well, gonna try to take a 1v2 with Max and Patty, but Froyo Black, without Badonsky, there's really not a whole lot you can do. You need the demo on Gullywash second. I mean, like, you can't like Big Door and Choke are just both so like purpose built to have demos holding them that when your demo's down, you just got nothing. You got nothing. Here we go. Sentry gun down for Froyo Black. We got High Five up, rebuilding this gun now, but it's gonna be pretty difficult for him. With the rest of the spam coming in, yeah, it's just Kryptonite and Patty gonna try to coordinate some spam in here, and maybe, yeah, nothing for High Five here.
Oh, and Max just narrowly escapes death, and even the soldier was checking for it. There was a pause. I don't know if anyone else noticed it. I don't think so, because, wow, okay, unpaused, and now we're back. Welcome.
Accidental pause, I guess. Maybe that's when his like pause hot on a hotkey or something. Max trying to make a play for water, but not really enough space. Marmaloo and Slimnish are both there to follow up. Marmaloo now going to try to take some space off of that pick, but he's going to get completely denied by May. Some nice pipes, some nice stickies. Marmaloo down to less than half HP, getting aired back up quickly. Maybe going to make another play. No, he's back to last. Now we got Laz maybe peeking in the lobby, and Slemnish here in through Little Door, taking the 1v1 against Mu, but he's going to get sandwiched between Mu and Max, who is on Sniper in Big Door. And now we're probably going to see a little play come out from Max. Probably try to peek, get some little plays in. The gun going down again thanks to Kryptonite. Now we got Max peeking in from bottom right. Really not a whole lot to see. It's just Badonsky, who has thought better of his positioning. He's back into spawn, away from the sightline. Oh no, Badonsky down, and more importantly, the dispenser has been spammed down by Patty. This is going to be really difficult for Froyo to hold. They just need, like, the Uber's in now. I was kind of hoping to see Mentality maybe milk that Uber a little bit harder just because they had all those sticks available, and they weren't there, thanks to Badonsky being dead. Mu going for the back cap though, rather than taking a straight fight. Mentality gonna have to back out.
They're getting set up here with Max on Sniper, gonna get juggled over to the Big Door. And now the rest of Froyo Black, I've cleared out most of the lobby, and as well on the battlements. High five now leading the charge. Shade left to his devices on this little Bats. Gonna be meeting up with this squad. They get the cap though, so nothing lost. And Mentality are now sitting back on their mid. Still have that sniper to work with. Or no, he switched to scout apparently.
Yeah, I think he kind of saw the writing on the wall there. It was time to switch back. I don't think you really want a sniper on this Gullywash mid while you're like waiting for these Ubers to build back up. It just gets to be kind of a dangerous game. Especially if you flood big door with the heals, it's so easy to catch a sniper there. Honestly though, like kind of a cringe push for Mentality. Like they got the gun before the Uber, and they got like you get Badonsky, like you take out the traps. It's really hard to force you. I don't know what they used to there. Like Froyo Black were holding on left. There were no sticky traps. There was no gun. I think most of the Uber just came down to like they needed to milk it a little bit longer. They needed to get some good positioning. They needed to take advantage of the fact there were no traps, force Shade before they used theirs. Then that fight would have turned out very differently.
Yeah, it just seems like a very immature Uber. I don't know any other way to put it.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. We got Mentality flooding big door now. Shade is here with his own heals to meet it, but Moo, no, Slemnish knows he's back there, trying to make his way in up behind in River, but it's Moo and Slemnish 1v1ing in lobby. Slemnish gonna back out now, wait for Laz to try to come in to reinforce him, but Moo is on his own little crusade back on the back line. Kryptonite trying to take advantage of the distraction that has been made, but he's just gonna die. And now Moo is like holding onto his life as well, kind of trapped in the corner. Marmaloo and Slemnish both here to make sure he gets sent to the grave. 2 picks now. We got Froyo Black stacking up a choke. Mentality actually holding really close. This is kind of a dangerous game. When you're 2 players down, you really... Oh no, they don't have eyes on drop down. Shade is up, Marmaloo's up, bombing directly onto Bear, but he misses the first strike, he gets the second. Bear is forced out. We got Laz here into the follow-up. Marmaloo and Schleminus and High Five and Badonsky down. All of Froyo Black are dying. It's just Laz and Shade left at Big Door. It's going to be really tough to survive, but Mentality are going to make their way through choke instead. So if Froyo Black, they just walk into the Mentality combo and use the Uber. Not really sure if that was the plan, but this is going to wind up being a difficult point for Froyo Black to hold. Oh, Shay getting the frag, but Mentality are probably going to get this. Froyo Black are really out of position. Mentality should be able to get position on mid at least. There shouldn't be a whole lot more going on here.
Stabilizing out. That was a really good frag early on in that push where Lads juggled main in the air and got the air shot. And they got the early force, but Shade did the mistake, had the mistake of playing on the ground on Gullywash mid. You can't really be with your team if they're on the top and you're on the bottom. You feel me? And so they just got collapsed on by the Mentality players, and they survived out the DM fight. And then Shade had to back out.
For sure. No crits yet, though. I bet we're going to see Mentality crits before this is all over, just because it was working so well earlier. But right now we just got Uber versus Uber. Presumably we're going to see Kryptonite trying to make his way through choke here. We got Patty and Kryptonite both putting a ton of spam in, but the heals are actually over a big door, so I don't know if Maze maybe planning to go for a play. But they got to deal with the sticky trap first. Big door has stickies all over it. Badonsky has this totally locked down. Yeah, there's nothing Mentality can do out here, so they're going to rotate out. Maybe we take some high ground again. I'd actually like to see... the Mentality have nothing at choke. I really would like to see Froyo Black maybe just send someone through drop down real quick, but everything is shifted. Kryptonite's going to come in through choke instead. High Five and Slemnish are having none of that, though. Taking them down like it's nothing.
And here comes the very quick bomb from Laz trying to get in deep. Mentality, though, have eyes on it at the big door. We'll take him down before he gets too far. And now they're getting into position here at big door, knowing it's much more open thanks to the respawn of Laz. They're going to be getting a little bit of attention, though, from Froyo Black. They're not going to let them come in for free. The price of admission is 1 Uber, and they will pay the price with a counter Uber. Now coming in, trying to catch some players. Patty is trying to get the better exchange of this, juggling some players left and right. Moo goes down over on the choke, but the rest of Mentality have cleared their way through to the point, and there is a player up top who's going to be ready to convene onto the shutter. It's Patty, who takes down Badonsky with a nice little air shot of his own. Shade is desperate to get the frag. He knows he's low, he hears the call, but the arrows, they do not respond.
Yeah, poor Mimelu. Just kind of didn't really seem to know what to do with that Uber. He kind of tried to hide in the corner, but Mentality just kind of like glanced at him and were like, "All right, easy frag." Marmalu goes down right away, and then with the numbers down, it was just too much for Froyo Black to hold on to there. Once you're through the choke and Gullywash, you've got good positioning, and Mentality were able to make it through without really taking a whole lot of damage. And that's gonna spell doom for their whole here. We got Baradactyl just now hitting 99% Uber advantage, with Shade only on 65. We got High Five on the Heavy and Slemnish on the Pyro, which is really good potential to deny this Uber. Ooh, but Slemnish goes down right away. High Five is actually going to survive the Uber, maybe get back on his Scout, but it's just Marmalade contesting the point with Max trying to cap it off. Kryptonite and Moo with really solid positioning on that little ledge above point. They're going to trash Froyo Black as they try to come back in on the right side, and the rest of the team is on the point. So really smart play, really smart push coming in from Mentality. Froyo Black have no answer for it just yet. It's actually, wow. This is the first half, isn't it? Am I confused?
No, we were in the first half.
Yeah,
It's been 10
Mentality
minutes for the
hit.
first round, and right away, Froyo Black are trying to get the better exchange. They've made their way forward. They do manage to pick up Kryptonite here, but very low health on Laz. He gets called out. Max will get that frag. And Mew trying to make his way to the point here. Going to take a little bit of damage. Gets arrowed right as he's getting bombed at the same time. And Mentality are now making their way back. They're like, okay, we lost Patty. Let's ease up a bit. But I don't think Laz or Marmalou is going to ease up. He's ready and willing and aggressive.
Yeah, Laz and Kryptonite just both getting caught out on the ground there. Maybe trying to make their play a little bit too early, but Froyo Black, they've got that spam ready to go. And so you try to get across the floor, you just get eaten. Mentality are going to pay for that mistake, and they're going to be stuck on their own last. But they've got, you know, they're already ready. They know it's Gullywash. They've got the hold set up. They've got the engineer up on right. No sniper just yet, but I imagine we'll see that any moment now. Nobody likes to stay on last too long. Ooh, Laz, I think he made it into water totally unseen along with his buddy Slumnish. They're going to try to fight Patty. Maybe make some room. High Five hoping to take advantage of the distraction, but it's not enough room to really get in. And Laz and Slumnish are just going to get punished for thinking for even a second that Mentality didn't have their mind on the game. They're going to just get trashed on their attempt to come in. So now 3 players down. Spawn's just now coming up. This is an easy push for Mentality. Actually, Shade's way out of position. Oh, here comes Mew right on the Shade. Here comes the Force. Oh no, and Bear's gonna have a significantly better Uber. Might not get forced at all. No, here comes Marmalou. In with the Force. He's at least got that in his plate. But he's gonna die in response to trying to get out an upper, but it's not nearly enough. Not enough room in the flank. So now Shade's gonna have, they're gonna be on even Ubers, but they're a player down. I mean, basically Froyo just played a sack. And they're back on mid. Ooh, Mentality not playing like that though. They're all the way in. Froyo Black out of position. They're going to let Badonsky die. They do manage to hit our Kryptonite and Patty though. With Slemnish down as well. And the High Five not quite there to support Slemnish. He's going to die. Actually, High Five chasing out both me and Moo. High Five, does he win these? Marmalou is in, taking some good spam. Oh, there we go. May down to less than less than 25 HP. There we go. Finally down. Thank you to Marmalou's rockets. Also going to find Moo. High Five getting forced off, taking a ton of damage. Just getting forced off. But he's going to take the damage that would have killed Marmalou. So good on him. They're going to win 2 off of that kind of play. And Badonsky is already in lower lobby, maybe trying to make something happen. Nope, he's out. He's back on to 2. We got Kryptonite and River. We got him facing off against Laz with the rest of the Bloyo combo, making their way into lobby. Totally even Ubers though. No off classes. We'll see what kind of room can be made for these sacks.
What sack? I see a team ready to push. Especially after a Kryptonite pick. They're definitely going to make their way in now.
I think you're right.
You
High Five's
see
in water.
one player getting underneath. That's High Five. Slemnish peppering away from the main. Patty is being toyed with. And Laz is ready to bomb. These players are just hitting all different entrances at the different times. They're not going to commit to anything. High Five going to make his escape as soon as he gets arrowed.
Oh, weird buzzer.
High Five?
Okay,
Does
so
get arrowed, and now he's back into the fray.
okay, so I think all that was Shade forgot that he was holding W for a second. And Mentality were like, ooh, hi, it's Shade. Oh, High Five back in from water. I didn't even see him down there. Laz gonna follow up, gonna find Max and Patty. Nice. Thank you, Bonansky, for that. Kryptonite is gonna barely survive with less than 50 HP. Froyo Black are gonna have to back off of it. They found some picks. They have Uber, so they should be able to hold on to 2 for it's nothing. These spawns will be up soon. But looking dangerous for a couple seconds. Props to Froyo Black for trying to make some big plays. It's actually Marmalou versus Mew here in the flank, and Shade's gonna pop to save Marmalou. Baradactyl's here to follow up as well with a much better Uber. So Shade's going to get forced on the low ground here. Marmalu's going to get caught by Kryptonite and Moo. Marmalu and Laz down. Bloyo need to get out of here real quick before the rest of them get caught. And Badonsky's looking like he might be out of position this time. We got Kryptonite into the big bomb. Oh, but Badonsky's got them pipes. Patty in with the follow-up though. He's going to find Slemnish at least. So this will be a pretty convincing contest. A little cap out for Mentality. But Froyo Black going to get those forward spawns. This should be an easy hold on mid.
Yeah, this is one of those difficult things to make happen because there's so many things to watch out for that even with an Uber, it's just a mistake to push into mid without a significant number advantage. And now with Laz and the pistol in the air just for the BM, he could have landed that, maybe gotten an edge bug, but just for the extra BM, they go for the pistol shot while he's still in midair and clean him off. And then Slemnish 2 shots max, makes his way back to the choke. Froyo Black are ready to push. Kyle hates fun confirmed.
Thanks, Bear. I'm not even sure how he managed to get in there. All of Mentality was there, and they just missed, I guess. That was extremely unfortunate.
By the way, Kyle is high five. Yeah, that's right. I know invite players by their real name, but it's whatever to me.
You're really cool. You have an astonishing command of memes, Ro. I'm proud of you. Here we go, Froyo Black in at River. They use the Uber. These sticks on pillar aren't going to have any effect at all just yet. Sentry gun's down. Mentality is kited really hard. Froyo Black needed to get on the point during that kite because Moo is in on the heavy. Actually, they're going to get punished. Moo is down, Bear is down, Kryptonite's down. And High Five and Marmalu are the only consolation frags for Mentality. It's just Patty left on the point. That's not nearly enough. Ooh, nice cap from Froyo Black. 1-1.
Oh, don't say that about Patty. He's trying his best.
No real shade, no real shade. It's just an unfortunate consequence of what's going on.
Yeah, the real shade's on blue, and he's ready to push in with the rest of the team, and Marmalu gonna get arrowed up by that shade, as Laz is gonna get some early pot shots onto May, using the splash of the pillar to get some early damage onto May. Marmalu now really fast and deep onto that big door is gonna be able to pick up Max here. There is a reverse drop down play from Kryptonite. Shade has to be walking forward, and he clips the pillar, so Shade is going to survive. And that's going to be the end of Kryptonite. Bear also went down to the pistol work of High Five. It was a complete shutout, losing one player. Froyo Black are not going to lose. They've been toying around for too long. It's 1-1 on map 3. Let's close this out. Froyo Black in control of the map again.
Although Badonsky's totally alone on last. Actually, Badonsky's the one playing water this time. May lands right on Badonsky's head. Gets piped. He's down to less than 50 HP now as well, but not quite gonna die. We got Max up on heavy. High Five trying to get in through main. Gonna get denied by the trap. Badonsky's still alive, and Max knows. Max is gonna go take the 1v1 of Badonsky in lower. Heavy versus demo. That's gonna be a Max kill all day. With the Froyo Black Ubers in, they're gonna find Max, who has gone onto the point, well away from his medic where the Uber can happen. Baradactyl's nowhere near Uber, but all of Froyo Black are on the lowest low ground available. Shade versus Kryptonite. Actually, Shade's gonna almost get out. It's Laz and Slemnish now. There's not nearly enough health to make this happen. It'd be a miracle to see Slemnish win this fight, and no miracles today. We'll have to pray for another day. Froyo Black maybe gonna have a hold on 2, but I don't know.
So, Mentality did a really good job of getting the spam out while Badonsky was disconnected in water. Badonsky in water is just a mistake. Let's just start right there. But the fact that Froyo Black, still having their advantage, took a lot of damage. They were like in this antsy position where they're like, let's push in, let's get in there. But Badonsky was just getting dealt with, and so with Badonsky being disconnected, they couldn't really play the point the way they need to. Key to pushing last is playing the objective, and Froyo Black couldn't get the frags they needed because the Mentality's positioning was really good. They had both their soldiers sitting on top of the point, spamming and down and raining down, and then of course Kryptonite flanked around through Fodder and caught Shade as he was escaping. And now Mentality owns mid. So word to the wise, play with your demo.
This is gonna be a complicated play though. We got Slemnish on Sniper and the Uber ad. So it might be kind of difficult to make this Uber ad work. I don't know. Mentality are pretty far back, and Marmal is going to go for the drop down, playing it spotted out right away. we still got Froyo trying to take the space and choke, but it's still going to be difficult. Here we go, Marmalou, less than half HP, doesn't care, all the way in. Here we go, Moo and Patty down. Bloyo already in through big door. Bear has no chance. There is 0% chance he survived this. Yeah, Bear down, Max down. Thank you, Laz. Easy peasy. They got to finish off this cap. We might see some forward spawns coming out from Mentality. See if we get any big sniper plays. Moo on sniper, peeking the door.
Control point is being captured.
Come on, do it, Moo. You know you can do it.
Thinks better of it.
Yeah, he
and
can't do it.
Marmalou, like a dog, waiting very patiently to enter into the house. Sits right there, crouches right in front of it. But Slemnish now getting some shots ready for this last push. He sees Max. He sees Kryptonite getting aggressive here. Uber's ready for Shade, so they're going to be pushing in. The sniper needs to be making plays happen from main, and Laz needs to support that by taking care of Patty. The Uber gets forced off. High fives trying to juke around. Laz walks through, kills Bear as well as Patty. The heavy goes down. Moo goes to the point. May has respawned, and the shot comes through and
Get
misses.
some health.
And comes through, and SMGs.
There we go.
So Slumdish did nothing at the very end.
I mean, sniper on last fight, it's hard to contribute, honestly. I'm honestly surprised it went as well as it did. I think Froyo Black they finally got wise to what Mentality's been doing, which is just kiting the Uber really, really hard. So they just got on the point while the Uber was still happening. They managed to bait the rest of Mentality in, and from there, you got players on the point. Those guys are easy frags. Here we go. This is the coordinated aggression I like to see. Patty and Kryptonite both at the exact same time, but they land in different spots. So it's not really a coordinated bomb if you go in different directions, and they're both gonna just die for that. Not a single player from Froyo Black's gonna lose their lives.
The term for that, Morris, is synchronized bomb.
Yeah, synchronized but not coordinated.
But Froyo Black are...
Wow, Max just on 3 stickies. I guess we have proof
Alright,
that... Badonsky doesn't have auto debt. These players aren't cheating. It happens.
Yeah, that's what every invite match needs to have these days, is that confirmation that there's no hacking going on. Make sure that the scout walks over your 3 stickies. Just prove to the world that you've earned your right to play this game after 8,000 hours, and that you aren't a cheater. Thank you, Badonsky, for keeping the game alive.
Can't be omnipotent, man. Just can't. Yeah, we're on even Ubers here. This is obviously Froyo Black's play to make. They're around ahead, and Gully is just so hard to push out of last anyway. You, like on Granary, you can. Not on Granary. On Process, you can sometimes get away with losing a player when you're holding last. Just because there's so much space and so much time you can spend kiting. But on Gullywash, there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing Mentality can really do besides wait for Froyo Black to make a play.
Right now, Froyo Black is trying to make something. Slemnish playing around with Patty's head. Patty almost gets out with no health. He does survive. He does have all his health, in fact. And now Mentality are trying to get some aggression here. Kryptonite peeking very aggressively through the balcony, and Moo is behind Badonsky and takes him down. So now Mentality are definitely feeling their oats, but Froyo Black are taking an opportunity to try and flank here. Marmalou, even the presence of Marmalou and River has pulled up some of the players to come back, and that's slowed down enough for the Mentality crew to not even get into the second point in time. The respawns are up for Badonsky, and Laz is close behind. Cap only just now, not even starting. Marmalou up top.
This is
Shade
bad.
died. I'm disconnected. What happened to Shade? Oh, he's Ubered. I can't see players through my hacks.
You gotta have those wall hacks on to cast, man.
They are on, but they weren't working for Shade explicitly.
Oh, rip. No, I think Shade and Marmalou just didn't really get the memo that their entire team was dying, and they kind of got stuck on River. Somehow Mentality managed to not collapse on that. I don't know if they just weren't expecting Froyo Black to be so far out of position. But Froyo Black are going to turn this into a push, actually. They're in through Shutter, they find Patty, so only losing Slemnish as well, but we're even numbers here. And with the supply cabinet on the side of Mentality, this should be a Mentality hold. But Shade is out, and Baradactyl is down.
So there's some good spam coming out from Badonsky. He was playing the snipe game, getting Bear low, and then Laz did what he does best. He jumps, and he shoots a rocket, and Bear died.
Hey, that's a tough skill. You gotta have hours and hours at MG to make that jump and shoot
Morris,
work.
Have you played
Going all the way
Soldier?
back to days of Mega Man.
It's not that tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give them credit on that one because this might just win them the half. They're stacking up at river now. They're not sending anyone water. Thank goodness. They're just gonna play the aggression. Although they're not playing the point just yet. Here we go. Marmalou clearing some sticks. It's all on Patty to win this 1v1. Moo is here to back up, but it's not nearly enough. There's just too much pressure on the point. There's just a difficult balance to strike there, where you want to get on the point to stop them from capping, but if you get on the point, you're gonna die to sticks. And Mentality just a little bit out of balance there. Gonna lose the round. Just unfortunate, honestly. I don't want to say they're out of position. It's just unfortunate consequences of the way that last point is built.
It's almost like that's a really good strategy for every last push.
True. Very true.
I mean, I feel like a broken record and an idiot that I've never been out of open, that I know this secret tech to winning last pushes. But apparently I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, and I guess that's like the context. Like me and you are both open players. Fucking, we're judging like
Whoa,
judging the.
Don't you
invite
say
thing,
that.
but-
Don't you put that evil on me.
What? Are you not an open player?
I am not an open player.
Okay.
But
Same
I've never
here.
been out of open. So.
Oh. Fair enough. Not an open player. Maybe are you a platinum UGC player at least?
I have a 3rd place platinum badge.
There it is. That's how you know a real game. Nobody knows what invite is, all right? Everyone's all about the platinum badges. You're fine.
The control point has been
No, it's.
The control point has
I think I mean, it's still. I'm just gonna be a broken record as well. It comes down to the DM. Mentality and Kryptonite, they're back on these coordinated bombs, which is really good. But they're coordinated. What were you saying? They're synchronized, but not coordinated. Where they went at the same time, but that last mid, like Kryptonite went way past and landed like on the little awning above the enemy big door, and then the other one, and then Patty went and landed in choke. So Kryptonite did nothing. Patty took a 1v6, and things just kind of fell apart from there. So I imagine if what happened instead is that they had both landed in choke, Shade would have just instantly died to like a double rocket synchronized little rocket thingamajiggy. But I don't know. We'll see what happens in this next bid. I'm still hoping for some really solid aggression from Mentality.
Quick stat breakdown. Laz and Badonsky breaking 300 DPM. Laz with 25 kills. Max 18 kills. And very even damage overall, but Kryptonite top damage from Mentality.
Kryptonite, it's not those last half stats aren't going to help him here though, because he's already dead. And Moo is going down as well, and Froyo Black is collapsing in the choke really efficiently. Mentality, they are out though. They are very scared. Froyo Black not scared. They're in lobby. They're actually I don't know. There's no exchange that can happen here. There's no Ubers out. They just are walking in. Mentality are too scared to take this fight, and they've left River completely open for Laz to get all the way in behind and find May. Baradactyl down super low. Anybody gonna get him out safe just in the nick of time. It's actually Shade in the danger zone now. Really low, trying to get out of lockers. 50 HP, actually gonna get forced off by Moo, just coming straight in. And with Bear on 97 HP, this is gonna be a disaster for Froyo Black. Shade is way too close to this Uber.
And now with this Uber in hand, now out of hand, I should say, we have Froyo Black just completely locking out these shutters, coming back in. Mentality has to back out really quickly here. The lobby has been taken complete control of. There are stickies above the door, but if they clear them out, they do not. Some pressure coming in from Mr. High Five. Kyle, as he's called, gets into a 1v1 with Max, loses it out, but the rest of the team are not giving up. Laz can get the frag there. On to Max, also known as Max. I know his real name too. Shamu, not Shamu, Slemnish, also trying to get into a 1v1, does get taken out here by Moo. That's actually Raymu, also know his real name. And lastly, we have Dante Shade meeting up with Lazarus and May. Okay, I don't know any other names.
Okay, shut up. We got spy plays coming in. Marmalou in through lower. Yeah, I don't know. That was some chaos play. I'll give you that much. Marmalou isn't really making any plays. He's just kind of chilling in this cubby area. Baradactyl's so far away. I don't know if Marmalou's really gonna have a good opportunity to get this stab for at least a minute here. Laz is gonna die. Honestly, I'm not sure if this is true, but I tend to feel like you actually, when you have a spy, you do want to make that sack play, because if you're already a player down, they're not expecting you to have the spy yet. They're going to expect that spy to come up when that player spawns. Not when he's already dead. But Marmalu's really not going to go anything, and Slemnish is going to feed as well. So maybe the plan is to, like, maybe they want to bait Mentality into a push and then have Marmalu Black Cap.
I've been here before. This is my favorite thing to do on Badlands Last. It's not as strong anymore because on Badlands Last, the cap doesn't go as fast. But if Marmalu either just plays patiently and goes for a back cap attempt, which is not that hard, or he gets a backstab because, you know, Mentality are playing too passive. And now we have another spy, Patty.
Oh no. Is Patty checking? No, Patty's out and about.
He's on Kunai still.
Oh no. Yeah, so I don't know if these spies are aware of each other, but they're both just kind of slowly getting into position. Marmalu.
Oh, here
still
it is. Laz
nowhere near
and Marmalu are going to cap at the same time. Oh no, there's a scout in secret too. Oh, the spy. Poor spy. Dude, that would have been an insane play with Laz going into water unnoticed.
That would have been baller, but no such luck.
Times 3 is insane, dude. There's no time to react.
Dude, I don't know. I just feel sorry for Marmalu. He just like crouched in the corner for like 10 minutes and died.
And that's why he said LOL in chat.
Let's see. Slemnish, 1 second. Yes, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Slemnish Sniper. Ooh, Kryptonite Spy. I feel like Froyo Black are gonna figure this out quick. The lack of a soldier holding Gullywash last. Oh no, Kryptonite's back on soldier. All right. Just checking. He's just checking for off classes. Ooh, Slemnish with a hero's position, but gonna get forced back out by a Kryptonite rocket right away. Actually, Moo's the one who's gonna go down. How did Marmalu get that kill?
It's just one of those things, you know? He literally went to his house and opened up the console and typed kill into his computer.
Very well done. That's how you know it's invite, folks. We know how the console works.
Even though it doesn't work. Heyo!
Haha! Whoa! Baradactyl gets forced? I am missing lots of stuff right now. He's like half HP and got forced somehow. I don't think any of the Froyo players are like in for that force. That's not great. So now we got a full ad for Froyo Black, getting ready to come in last. So they're stacking up in river. It's going to be a little bit complicated, just like last time. We got Slemnish on the sniper, which makes it difficult. But they're going to go ahead and peek and let Slemnish take the shot as the Uber comes in. Max hiding in the corner, though, on this heavy. Oh, Mew and May just eaten alive. It's Max taking a little bit of damage, but there's nothing here. Wow, Mentality just get trashed on that, right into the dumpster. That is one more round for Froyo Black, and one more step towards it letting us go to sleep tonight. What's what, 4-1? I have no idea what the score is. Gosh darn it.
That was a beautiful Lidonsky Uber. I love seeing that. That was 5 kills in his hand. And he's going into this next mid with the same gumption, the same prowess.
Yes.
He misses his first sticky.
And
immediately dies to move. Oh, he survives! And Pedonci even gets the kill, too.
Yep. Oh, we got good pipes coming in, though. Kryptonite down to less than 50 HP. Laz, Marmalu, Shade, all dead. They've got to find Bear if they want any chance of finishing this off. It's Patty versus Slemnish. Patty's going to find the best of that. But High Five in on the flank. Patty down so low. Here we go. High Five. Finally going to clean it up. But it's High Five versus Max, and with High Five with so little HP, Max just needs one shot. And that's going to be a mid for Mentality.
Mentality are turning things around here, but there's very limited time. Especially with it being 4-1. Constantly sitting on that match point. It's going to be very hard for them to keep their mentality.
No more mentality puns. Okay. That's enough of the mentality puns. Get out of here. We got Froyo Black in on mid. Mentality players maybe a little bit out of position. May getting really close to being caught out, but gonna surf out with his life. But now they're set up over choke. There's really no Uber advantage either way, and no off classes either, so I'm expecting this to slow down for at least a minute. Get some positioning, maybe try to find some sacks here. But no real indications of any life happening in this little mid hold right now.
Morris, what's your favorite hat on this map?
What's a hat? I play with no hats mod.
Next to a bucket on blue bats.
Are there actually just? Is this one of those maps with like hats just like scattered around?
There's Panama's hat on the oil bear on blue last. If you go to mid and sit near the top. Oh, we have a bomb. Never mind. Okay,
There we
so
go,
Bear
Laz in.
taking a ton of
Ooh.
damage. Nice little air shot there to get the force as well. Bearadactyl and Slemnish. Oh man, Slemnish goes down, but with the Zuber and very low health onto the medic, the force comes out. They pick up Max. There is a player behind, but they're not going to worry about that for now. Bear very low on health, does not take the arrow though. May taking a nice job to take aggression there. Patty though waiting in the choke, ready for this mulch, and there it is. It all comes together. Mentality baits out the push from Shade and crew, and they get punished for it. But Laz is not done yet. He has a score to settle, and he gets taken out. Mentality wipe the enemy team, but Slemnish ready for a big boy play.
Yeah, Laz dead when that Uber first
Here
started,
comes.
and Mentality able to get in that flank really easily. Slemnish up through the drop down. I don't think they've heard the Boston Basher jump happening. Patty maybe suspecting something, but no. They're looking at big door. Here comes Slemnish. Right on to May. Nope, Patty was totally ready. Slemnish is going to get... he's just going to eat a rocket. We actually got more players in the form of Marmaloo actually landing on Bear's face. Very nice kill from Marmaloo. That's a good momentum change. We're going to see Froyo Black have the Uber advantage now. As long as they don't all die and choke, and Laz is going to make sure they don't have any of that. Patty, super low at choke. High Five going to follow up on that as well. Shade, Laz, High Five, all in through choke. It's just on Kryptonite to maybe make a play, but he's down to less than half HP, and he's going to think better. But he's out back through Big Door. Yeah, wise decisions, Ro.
Wisdom is the offspring of suffering in time. And right now, Moo is suffering at the hands of this enemy team, just looking at him, and he can't do anything. Your scatter shots don't do anything at long range. Meanwhile, Kryptonite here jumps into Shade's face, but gets taken down before he can even get a second rocket off. And Shade very comfortably holds on to it. This could be the last push of the match. Podolsky leading the charge. I have a good feeling about this. He's wasting all of his ammunition onto Bear, who is trying to get something happening. Finally goes down. They wasted a lot of time on that frag, and I don't know if it's going to work out for them, but they are going to be grinding this to a halt at any moment now. The kills are much better and in favor of Froyo Black. The time on the point is going to be enough. And after a grueling 3 hours, we have our victors. Froyo Black might be tall enough to face off against FROYOTECH.
I don't know about that. I want to talk about that last push real quick, though. I think the lesson here is that if you lead Bodonsky on these Ubers, or at least you make him a prominent part of these Ubers, you win. Bodonsky's real good. I feel like I remember this being an issue on Ascent as well. Like this has been an issue for years, where it feels like a lot of the teams that he's on, he'll get dropped early in the Ubers. Like they don't expect him to lead the Ubers in, and they just lose pushes because he's not available to lock down ground and make shit and just make stuff happen. But I feel like every single push we saw here, where Froyo Black just led Bodonsky in and let him do his thing, they would trounce those fights. And that last push was a perfect example of that, where they didn't really get any huge frags on the initial fight, but they had them locked out into spawn. They had sticks, and they just had key ground locked down. Thank you to Bodonsky just not dying during the Uber, getting a ton of ground, being able to hold W. And they win these fights off the back of that positioning. But yeah, I don't know. You were saying Froyo Black maybe standing up to Froyo? What do you think?
Oh, they definitely will. They need to
You
get
think so?
their head in the game.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. I mean,
I think they've been a
solid,
little
but...
rattled by the last week, and they've constantly had this idea that when it comes to DM, they can't be stopped, and we've seen it tonight. There's just so many phenomenal players with so many different power strengths and everything going on for Froyo Black that they will win it out in a long term, or not a long term, but in a match that matters, that hinges on those DM moments. Froyo Black will win out, and they just need to get themselves a mentality. I'm not trying to be like, this is the word that comes to mind. The mentality to just know what they have in store for fighting off FROYOTECH.
Yeah, 100%. And hopefully what this means is that we'll have it like I remember the start of the season was just so hype. I'm hoping what this means is that next season should be even more hype. The fact that these teams have gotten so close together, I think that's good news. Presumably, presuming that Froyo Black really puts up a fight against Froyo at least. Yeah, I don't know. Do we want to go over these stats? I mean, I think these stats are pretty much self-explanatory. I don't see anything super exciting over here.
You don't have to read into it, but you can let them be heard.
Yeah. I mean, we got 4 more Uber charges for Shade. Got some solid damage numbers coming out from Badonsky. Like I'm saying, you lead him on Ubers, you win. He's the only player with more than 300 DPM here. Yeah, it's definitely something to behold. Mentality putting up much more of a fight than I expected, but ultimately a Froyo Black game. I don't know. Any closing thoughts from you?
This was a good match.
Yeah. Same here. I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Looster200 for being such an excellent producer this evening. Thank you for those magical jiggly wires. I don't know. Otherwise, it's good. That's a good night for me.
All right, folks. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you on Thursday for the grand finals. You heard it right. Thursday grand finals. That day is presumably decided.
And
But
don't forget tomorrow.
Tomorrow we have IM's grand finals featuring 2 mystery casters that won't be me. Because I know it won't be me. But it will be the IM grand finals, so it'll be good stuff. So join us here at teamfortress.tv for all that action, and if you're on teamfortress.tv, you'll see when the schedule gets posted. You'll know when the match is happening, and then you can join us for that. Until next time, folks, have a good night. Peace out.
All right.